A curse has befallen the region of Icewind Dale, in the form of an unrelenting winter that has slowly chipped away at those who live here for 2 long years. Most have lost the will to believe it will ever end, as hundreds of adventurers have flocked to this region in an attempt to end the curse and go down in history. None have succeeded. Those who do live to tell their tales are left frozen and mutilated by the horrors of the region. Join us as an unlikely group of adventurers come together to try and best these lands and put an end to the curse. Go.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tabletop Tyranny, where we neither play around a tabletop nor are we tyrannical. My name is Jacob, and I will be your dungeon master for tonight's game and for the many more to come in the future. Thank you for stopping by. Pull up a seat, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the show. As per usual, we have our 6 adventurers here tonight. We had a session on Friday, and that was kind of a part 1 to this part 2 finale of Act 1 of the adventure. So it's going to be a fun ride. So we're going to... Oh, watch out. I had a burp. So usually I will ask a question, which I'm going to do, for the players to earn a bout of inspiration. And right now I think it's just Gal and Ichabod that they don't have inspiration, correct?
I don't, that's correct.
Okay. So the question I'm going to ask today is... So, I'm drawing the blank. Okay, so Ichabod was able to overhear some kind of conversation going on between the town speaker and High Priestess Tohi when he snuck into the little town hall yesterday or Friday. What was the kind of like a rough TLDR? What was the High Priestess asking or demanding or stating to the town speaker?
She wants to speak with us and wants us to come to the sacrifice.
Bingo bongo. That is correct. That is what she stated as a question. But yes, she did impart that information on. Sweet. So that is cool. You get your inspiration. Gal, on the other hand, you do not get inspiration. Sorry, pal.
Dang it.
You probably won't need it though. Let's be real. Yeah. So I guess I'll do kind of like abbreviated recap. I didn't really write a long recap, but those of you that missed the last session, basically what happened was the party learned who was being sacrificed, who got picked for the sacrifice. The party saw some high priestess and some acolytes going to the town hall. There's a bit of a invisibility mission inside to overhear some stuff. And then afterwards, there was just various RP things that happened. The party tried to go to the grove, the silver marked trees, weren't allowed in. Lauren was called incompetent by an acolyte. There's a bunch of rizzing that happened last session. If you don't know what Riz is, there's a bunch of people.
You're old.
Yeah, if you don't know what Riz is, you're old. Sorry. But there's a bunch of rizzing. There's a bunch of pissing. And that was basically the episode. Was just Riz and piss. That was basically what the episode was.
Riz and piss.
That's my next character's name. Captain Riz and Piss.
That's a fantastic title. Yeah, Risen Piss.
Riz and piss.
That is what happened. But the party eventually ended up going to the wet trout after they had a bunch of roleplay elements that happened. They went to the wet trout before the celebration started, and they drank, ate some food, and I can't remember whether or not we fast forwarded to the actual party starting. Did you guys want to stay in the moment and talk a little bit longer, or did you want to fast forward to the party?
I think we were gonna fast forward because you said what's coming next is a bunch of like party games and stuff like that. So
I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, unless anybody came up with anything over the last 48 hours.
Awesome. So I gotta stop the music block real quick. So we are going to fast forward to the party. You hear some party music, party noise going on in the tavern. So we come back into the scene. You guys are all on y'all's table, off in y'all's discreet little corner. And as you were waiting in this tavern, you slowly saw the filing of people come into the wet trout. A little bit of description just to kind of set the scene for the viewers and to kind of put you guys in the atmosphere. The Wet Trout is located kind of close to where the docks of East Haven are. And it is by far the largest and loudest tavern in all of East Haven, especially tonight, as there is a party being celebrated for Brandon, who is the individual that is going to be sacrificed. Jayla has somehow managed to stay in the bathroom for 5 hours. I'm just messing. She didn't do that. But anyways, basically this tavern is it's a two-storied building, and it is overflowing with people, as you've seen the steady flow of people just come in naturally. The exterior of the building itself has been decorated with a bunch of balloons, a bunch of streamers, and weirdly enough, there are these fantastical ice sculptures of Brandon that have been placed around the room. But the ice itself isn't melting. It's as if this ice is just some... I mean, obviously it's so cold in Icewind Dale, the ice is kind of hard to melt. But there's these very intricate, very detailed statues of Brandon. It's very exquisite work for a little bit of time that was... a little bit of time between then and now, kind of thing. But there is a steady stream of music, there's the laughter, and there's all overall good vibes that are radiating from within the building. Now, of course, the whole settlement of East Haven was invited, but not everyone in town has shown up for festivities. You know, kids, the elderly, not many people that are ill or sick and ailing, stuff like that. They didn't show up, but there is 75% of the town's population, which is a big portion of the town. Thankfully for y'all are already inside the building, so you didn't really have to fight your way inside. But you are sitting in the back, and there are just tables here and there that are getting moved out from storages. They're being put on to just any small space of area where there is a little bit of legroom. Something is being squeezed in there for just to allow the abundance of people coming to actually fit inside. There are people dancing, there are people gambling, and there's an occasional bout of arm wrestling. You see that kind of centered in the entirety of the Wet Trout at this large round table. You see that there are some pretty prominent figures sitting there. You see that there is Town Speaker Daneth, who sits at the head in his special little chair that he has in his office. You see that Sefik, Torga, and Brandon are also seated at that table. Sefik is talking a storm up with Brandon. They are talking about something. You can't really overhear what they're talking about. It's just so loud in this establishment. But you see that Sefik is actively pouring the man shots and encouraging him to drink these drinks. And of course, obviously Brandon, he doesn't really need much encouragement. So he is enthusiastically just drowning. He's just throwing him back. This is his last night to live. While those two are drinking, you see that Torga and the townspeaker are in what appears to be a very heated debate. Like Sefik and Brandon, you can't really overhear what they're saying, but you see that they are very animated about whatever they're talking. They are gesturing at each other with these very wide theatrical, movements, but nonetheless, they are in a friendly argument. You can kind of glance upwards and see that there are about a dozen of these shimmering snowflakes that are hanging from the roof, and they act as a rudimentary disco ball situation. They're just dazzling lights just being cascaded across the interior of this building. Occasionally you will hear an outcry of people applauding, just erupting from the bar, where as you kind of look over there, you see there is a white female dragonborn who is pouring many tankards of ale. She is dancing around the patrons inside of this establishment, making sure each customer is well attended to. But as you look over, you see that she is actually the only bartender / worker here. But as that may be the case, she is, doing her best. She's taking care of all of our customers, and she is enjoying this influx of business. But as this atmosphere is carrying on, you guys are just sitting there in the middle of it, waiting for whatever is to come to happen, just soaking it all in. So as you guys are sitting at this table, do you want to do anything? You want to interact with anything or talk to anyone before the festivities truly kick off in here?
I wanted to come out of the bathroom.
Okay.
Well,
Also wanna come out of the
I
bathroom?
I haven't seen anyone yet because I have that thing now.
We can go back in time and say you came out before the party got crazy, if you want to do that.
4 hours earlier.
Or if you just want to hog the bathroom for the whole time, you will have many people will have angrily tried to get into that bathroom to use it while you were in there. But it's okay if you want to be in there this whole time. It's up to you.
I'll say Fiska would at some point have probably knocked and been like, all right in there.
Okay, then I would have came out earlier, but
That's
it's
fine.
a big deal for Jayla, so been seen a long time. So
Well, we can say we can go back in time and say you came out a little bit.
sorry,
earlier.
guys.
That's okay. That's
No,
fine.
you're fine.
Totally fine. We'll go backtrack a little bit before the party starts.
I didn't realize it had been 5 hours.
Yeah, you guys got to the bar at like 2-ish, 3-ish, and it's about 7, 8-ish.
Could I have pre-gamed a little bit?
Yeah, you guys were drinking and eating beforehand.
I
Oh,
was
no.
stuck in the bathroom.
You don't mix well with stuff.
Well, it's just a little bit. I'm just getting myself liquored up so I can, you know.
But Jayla's in the bathroom. It's been a while, Fiska, since she's came back out, and you're
It's
still
been a
upset.
while.
So you.
Okay. I'll come out. It's probably been close to like 30 minutes. And I'll come out and I'm like, all right, let's go see this misfit of people we hang out with.
Wow.
Yeah. you actually, you sure you want to leave that on for them?
Wow.
I'm interested to see what Elazar looks like. Also, Ichabod intrigues me a little bit.
Elazar is
Intrigues
beautiful.
me too. Fiska will lead the way to the group.
Jayla just wants to see his cool hat.
Yeah, that's all I want.
It's the hat.
Oh, this
It's
would have
the hat.
this would have been a good time for all of us to have pictures ready to show what Jayla sees.
Oops.
I can find
That's all right.
We can
I
just
have
do brief
the-
descriptions. We can
Yeah.
do brief descriptions just for the audience as well,
Yeah.
in case we have any new viewers at this time. So Jayla, as Fiska kind of leads you back to the party, you see. Oh, bless you. That bathroom did a number on you. You as you come back, you see there is this table in the back with a very strange amalgamation of characters. I say let's just go from the way Discord is. So Elzo, if you want to just describe to Jayla what she sees for the very first time.
Yeah. So Jayla would see he's about 5'7". He's a mix of a tabaxi and a dragonborn. So like the face looks cat-like, but some of the fur is replaced by like shiny scales. A lot of teal, some horns. His general disposition is just there's like an innocence but a wariness. He just got new studded armor, which you also have the same one of, right? So we're matchy. And he would have, just the backpack beside him and just sitting there with a drink. And as you came out, he'd kind of hold it up and cheers you and tell you to sit down with us. Where you been?
Yeah, and then, go ahead, sorry. No, you go ahead.
In the bathroom. And her eyes are like wide.
And then
That's fair.
sitting closer to Elza, you see Gal. Gal, can you please describe yourself?
Hello. You see a big gas station of a man. 7-Eleven.
Wow.
He is.
You get a point.
Twice.
You get a point of inspiration for that.
sitting on that.
Anyways, you see 7-Eleven man, all grey skin. He has identical tattoos on each side of his face, body. There's one side's purple, one side's blue. There's angel wings on his back, but they're tattoos. He's got the biggest smile. He plays basketball. Had to throw that out there. He plays basketball. He has a lot of just like fur all over him, kind of no armor, fur on his shoulders, his pantaloons. He has this little necklace where he keeps his coins. Because I'm not gonna keep them in my pockets because I don't have them. And I'm holding a big old boar.
That's right. Yeah, there'd be a giant rat
Yeah,
sticking
there's
out of my backpack.
There's a boar sitting next to Gal, or in Gal's hands, and then there's also a panther kind of curled up underneath the table, beneath your feet, Gal. Yeah, and next to Gal, as Gal's smiling his wide smile, you see that there's Ichabod sitting next to him.
So Ichabod is a very pale human, pretty thin. His eyes are completely black. He's still wearing his gray scarf around his neck, but instead of having his whole head completely wrapped, now he's got like one of those like Russian winter hats with the big ear flaps. And he is currently his attention appears to be on the center table with the esteemed guests.
And there's a very intense you feel this intense aura around Ichabod as he is just looking off into the center of the tavern. Kind of seated next to him, you see, last but not least, you see Lorian, who you were traveling with prior to coming to Icewind Dale. And so this is probably the biggest shock to you, as this is the person you've been with longest in the group. Lorian, go ahead and describe yourself to me.
So he's 7 feet tall, all white fur, kind of covering his whole body. Really, he wears kind of big ears. He wears kind of loosely a loose armor, a loose chain shirt on him. He looks, I think he used to look like kind of optimistic, but he's a little more sad now. So you can see he's kind of tired in the eyes, and he's kind of, after boozing up a bit, he's maybe a little bit more relaxed in the shoulders, but he's still like looking about. So
Cool. Jayla's just gonna sit down and be like, "Wow, we're a hell of a group, aren't we?" And
yep.
y'all will see the eye necklace just looking around at all of you.
Yeah, Jayla has this eyeball on a cord, and it is, think of like Mad Eye Moody off Harry Potter. It's just whizzing around. It is taking in everything, and all the meanwhile as it's moving around, Jayla's eyes are kind of just still blankly staring ahead, not moving.
I'm just like, what do you mean, hell of a? Yeah, I mean we've.
Sure.
That's a weird thing to say now after this long.
Yep, I don't know why I brought it up. Yep.
Can you get your item to stop looking at us?
Yeah,
so
what
much?
is that?
I'm trying to focus.
I can't look it in the eye.
I found it on the hag. It's
Oh.
cool, isn't it?
What's it doing?
Sure.
Why is it doing that?
Stop moving.
It's just watching stuff for me.
Okay.
For you, like,
You trust the hag?
wait, can you
Well-
see through it?
Maybe a little bit. You can see she's kind of like stiff. It's
Wait,
just like,
you can see now?
Yep.
That's amazing. I mean, that's amazing, right? How does it feel?
Creepy.
I mean, y'all, not what I thought y'all looked like. Awesome. Elizel, you're
Awesome.
interesting.
Better or worse?
I just want to let the whole group know there's other words other than interesting for something you've never seen before. Just putting that out there. Like, unique. That's a good one. Stunning, beautiful. I like that one.
I like your
Majestic.
scales.
Ah, thank you. I like my scales too.
Cool. Ichabod, you're kind of creepy.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess I got interesting, so that's good.
He's, whoa, he's got them strays. Jeez. Stray
Well,
arrows.
I was dead for a second, so
Oh,
Oh, right.
Right?
He's just
right.
staying warm.
Yeah. Gal, you look exactly how I thought you would.
Is that a compliment or no?
Sure.
Oh.
Lorian, I imagine you bigger.
Okay, fuck you.
Fair.
I'm gonna turn away from your amulet eye and just kind of like keep looking at the party.
I could still see you.
Yeah.
Fiska, you're great.
Thank you. I know.
That beak is impressive. Okay, I don't want any more attention on me. Okay.
Okay. Lock in, guys. Lock in.
On the
What are you
eye?
looking into?
Or
No,
Oh.
just
Are we
like
looking at the eye or?
keeping an eye out.
Well, I mean,
I'm not-
she's already doing that.
I was about to say.
Okay. I'm done with the attention. Focus.
I'll if the party's going on right now, are we there yet?
Yeah, we can say that was we'll flash back to the present, and we will pick back up where we left off.
I'll just stand up and go to the bar and order kind of like whatever their shittiest beer is and
Yeah, so
sip
you-
on it.
Yeah, so you walk
Hey,
up
Hal.
and you walk up to the bar, and that white dragonborn, she's going crazy. She looks at you. Oh, what do you want?
What, your shittiest whatever.
Oh, the
Beer.
finest bottom shelf beer. I got you. She reaches down, and it takes her a second longer than it should, but she's down there actively searching for a barrel of bottom shit, and she actually brings out a small little keg of it. She says, "Well, this is the last one we have of our shitty." She like wipes off our shittiest. Oh yeah. She turns around and says, "The shit" on it. This is for you. That's going to be for the whole cast. Let's see, maybe like 5 silver.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. All right. Well, if you need anything else, just come back up here. I am quite busy, as you can see. She turned around, starts working.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna start sipping. If it's like a bar, right? I can just sit there and start.
Yeah, you can sit over there and start drinking.
And then I'm just gonna keep an eye out for any conversations, or like an ear out for any conversations.
Yeah, for sure. I will. We can get back to that. I'll just notate you're listening for anything interesting. I'll come back and get a roll for it. What are the rest of you guys doing as this party kind of going around? Y'all saw Lauren walk off to the bar. Do you want to do anything?
I think currently I'm just kind of sipping whatever drink I got. Probably somewhere middle tier. So if you want to charge me for that, do that.
Yeah, just a normal drink, like just a single.
Yeah.
She'll charge you probably just for middle tier, since it's not a whole cask. Probably just like 3 silver, just for like a single
Okay.
cup.
But I'd be not obviously glancing over to the tail of prominent figures, but just like definitely thinking while I'm staring in that direction. Like, what's the word? Basically looking like I want to go over there, but trying to figure out whether that's a good idea or not.
Smoldering.
I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
I was gonna go over there too.
Yeah, so is Fiska.
Well, I
I'm gonna-
honestly think only one of us goes over there, so if
Well,
Jayla's doing it.
I know Torga.
That's true.
I know
I'm
Sophie.
gonna get 2 drinks. A nice-ish.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Be about 8
you know.
silver for 2 nice drinks.
Oh, I have plenty of that. Boop. Hold on, guy. Oh, not 78.
Ichabod, what are you doing while everyone's separating and going to the
Ichabod's gonna stay where he's at. And,
Okay.
Like, try not to be too obvious about paying attention to that center table. But he will
Sure.
also be on the lookout to see if there's any, particularly shady folk
For
lingering
sure.
about.
For sure. Awesome. So,
Or
we're gonna
any
go
smoke
to
trails.
any smoke trails. All right, we'll come back to those that are watching and looking or listening for anything. The 3 of you that are approaching, how are y'all approaching? Give me that visual. so
Oh, I was gonna go by myself, but if you guys
Okay.
are following, you can do whatever. But I'm gonna go up and approach Torga.
Okay, yeah, she is in deep conversation with town speaker Dan. They are talking, they're giggling, and she's just laughing. She doesn't know she doesn't see you approaching, but she's in some sort of heated debate about something that you don't really know about. But you see them talking.
I'm just gonna be like, sorry to interrupt.
What?
I got this for you, Torga. You said you
For
wanted
me?
to have you said you wanted to have a drink later, and it's later, so.
Oh shit, I wasn't really being serious about that, but fuck it. Yeah. Let's have a drink. What did you get?
Whatever this is. Here. It's strong, and that's all that matters.
She reaches out and takes it from you, and she just throws it back in a single gulp and it's down. Slams it on the table. You know, it's not the best, but a free drink is pretty good. So, this is I didn't really catch her name, town speaker. Town speaker's the town speaker's like, oh, I know who that is. That is a trusted companion, a trusted town member. Orga looks at him. That's. And who are you? What's your name?
Jayla.
Oh. Jayla.
Just Jayla.
Just Jayla. I like that. That's very artsy of you. Most people can't rock one name, but you're not most people, so.
Thanks.
There's just like this weird awkward silence that falls over after that.
Cool. I'm just gonna go.
Okay. If you want to bring me another drink, I'm always down. I'll get you back later. I'll buy you one later.
Nope, don't worry about it.
Oh, all right. Well. Anyways, town speaker, when everyone's going, they go back off and they start talking again.
I'm gonna walk up to Fist and be like, well, that was embarrassing. Okay.
We've all been there.
I thought I could get information or conversation going, but she was kind of rude. Okay.
Craig, you said you were looking earlier. You're being perceptive, right? You're like glazing over there?
Yeah. Just glancing.
Okay. I need you to make a perception check via eyesight.
We'll do perception. Can I be Milo for tonight?
No.
It's a natural 1.
It's okay. You have a birthday credit you want to use it.
No. Get out of here.
You didn't really see much. You're so in depth and trying to be like nonchalant about looking over there in that direction.
Yeah.
And being a little bit of a wallflower that you don't really notice anything. Oh, we go back to what Jayla and Fisk were talking. Sorry to interrupt you too.
Yep. I am embarrassed now. Do you want to try? Just go.
I'm a little embarrassed for you.
She made me nervous. She's kind of attractive.
She's really hot, isn't she?
Yeah. I haven't had to flirt since my wife, so. Okay, now that's depressing. Alright,
you got this, champ.
I'm gonna go sit down next to Ichabod and pout. Or just look defeated.
Fiscal will give her a pat on the back. I was literally just gonna like walk past the center table and see if I caught a word.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to listen to? So are you gonna listen to both parties, or are you gonna listen to one more so than the other? Because you have Sefik and Brandon talking, and there's town speaker Daneth and Torga talking.
I was gonna do Daneth and Torga.
Okay, yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, as you walk past, go ahead and make just a slight perception check.
Nice 8.
Yeah, as you're walking by, you only pick up like tidbits here and there. It's not really that good. You know, it's so loud in this room that it's so hard to hear anything. What you hear, town speaker Dana says, "I really love when you guys come to town. You bring so much happiness and so much prosperity. You know, I wouldn't want anyone else here for the sacrifice." So that's kind of all you hear is.
Yeah, sounds about right. We'll return to the table.
Elizel's gonna get up and go to the bar.
Okay, you go up to the bar. You join Lorian, you see Lorian, who's drinking his drink.
Yeah, I'll go like right up next to Lorian.
I don't make eye contact.
With me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I see you there, so I'll be like, what are you doing?
You're blowing my cover.
Oh. I just get the bartender's attention.
Yeah, the white dragonborn, she turns around.
Yeah. Hi.
You are quite a creature, aren't you? What can I get for you, sweetheart?
I am. You could get me. What's your most expensive drink?
Oh, well, I have She leans in close. There's a cask of honey mead from Good Mead back in the back. I can get you a cup, but that runs about 3 gold.
What's your next expensive drink?
I can get you. That's our highest quality drink. I can get you one for 8 silver. It's just a medium shelf ale.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. Nothing too shit.
I want to get one of the meads for Brandon.
Okay, one of the honey mead. Correct?
Yes, correct.
The top shelf.
And then the other 3 for the other 3 at his table. The other one for the other 3 at his table. Yeah.
For sure. So you're looking at about 3 gold and then 24 silver. So we could say about 5 gold.
Okay.
2 silver.
Yeah. And I mean that's it. I have my own drink back at my table, so.
Yeah, so as you're up at the bar ordering, she heads off to go get the honey mead. As she heads off, Ichabod, since you are looking for any kind of wisps of smoke or anything, go ahead and make a perception check.
And I didn't tell her to like keep it a secret who's
No.
sending it over there or anything.
No.
An 11.
Okay. So just because of just these wisps that have been established from your character, you are naturally just drawn to Suffolk. Suffolk is just, he's like a walking fire. There's just smoke radiating off of his body. You see though, with that very average perception check, you do see that it looks like he has spotted. He looks like he has spotted Elazel. Like go over to the bar. He's like watching Elazel.
Okay.
It looks like he's watching him. Just with that 11, there's not as much more information you get from that, but it looks like he did watch him walk up to the bar top. Elza, you see the drinks come back out. You wanted them to be delivered to them?
Yeah, delivered to the table. I just went back to the table to dive back into my own.
Did you want to specify about being secret or anything like that?
No. Just
No? Okay.
yeah, send them over there. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you see the drinks come back out. You see the white dragonborn. She takes them out and she hands Brandon the fine mead, and then she hands out the other drinks. And she's like talking really quick with Townspeaker Daneth, and then she motions towards you. To which all the people at the table, they raise their glasses up.
I raise mine.
And start drinking them, and they start drinking.
Okay. That's all I want to do.
Gal, what are you doing?
Hello. I'm gonna go buy a couple drinks.
Okay.
From the barkeep.
Sure.
As I go up to the bar, do I see Lorian?
Yeah, I mean he's the only bugbear in this establishment, so yes.
Okay, just double checking. All right. I'm gonna buy. What is it? 4? I wanna buy 4 drinks. Just middle shelf. It's totally fine.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 8 silver for each. So it's 3 gold, 2 silver.
3 gold, 2 silver.
So where's that? 3 gold, 2 silver.
Okay. And I'll slide one of them to Lorian and tell him to stop drinking the piss water. Because I could tell it's piss water. That's all I say, and then I'm gonna walk to the table with Brandon and Suffolk.
Alright, you make a perception check, Gal. And Lauren, you can make your perception check for hearing.
Advantage.
Is a 14 do anything?
Okay, on your way back, you definitely see Suffolk at that table. He's watching you. This is before you get to the table. He is watching you. He saw you slip a drink to Lorian, and he is watching you walk back in the direction you're going. But he hasn't seen you walk to. You haven't made it to the table yet, so if you want to do anything.
I got a 13.
But he is actively watching you at this point. You got a 13, Lorian? Go ahead and roll me a d10.
5. 6.
Roll a d10 for me again.
Okay. 5.
Okay, the only thing you really overhear is just some simple bar chatter, some simple rumors that are going around Tin Towns. There's this elderly fellow. He's like, oh, I just came from Dugan's Hole. It was people there are terrified. They live in fear. It's strange. There's a set of winter wolves that just keep on haunting the town. They just unrelentless. They're as big as these, big as horses. It's fucking crazy. And I shit you not, I saw one when I was younger. I'm chosen for something. That's that's the random drunken chatter you hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very simple-minded individual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gal, you are walking back towards the table. You haven't made it to the table yet. Are you going to continue to sit at the table as Sefik watches you, or are you going to try to do something else?
No, I was gonna go to the table with Sefik.
Oh, you're going to the table with Sefik.
Yeah.
I misunderstood you. Yeah, you walk up and he sees you approaching, and he's like, ah, hello there.
Hey.
How's your day been?
It's good. I brought the drink I told you I was gonna get.
I'm screen sharing on Video Ninja for those of you who want to see what Sefik looks like. You did indeed. What did you buy there? Is it the highest quality or is it the lowest quality?
No, it's just a middle quality. She seemed kind of busy. I didn't want to bother her about the highest. I mean, maybe next drink we can have the highest, you know?
Sure. I
Yeah.
like that.
I saw some guy drinking piss water. I had to get him a different drink.
Well, that's very, very kind of you. Not many are that kind, especially nice people.
Oh, I'm not. I'm, a different type of person. Anyway, am I okay to sit with you guys?
Are you a different type of person?
Yeah. See, I'm smiling.
Well, that doesn't make you different. That just makes you happy.
Yeah, everybody's always sad here.
He motions you to sit down. Okay, well, you can sit down as well.
Okay.
I was just telling Brandon here. This is Brandon. I was just telling Brandon here how much of an honor it is to be a sacrifice, and not to think of today as a tragedy, but as a celebration of him.
It is a celebration of him. I got this for him, funny enough.
Brandon reaches. Oh, thank you there. That's
Of course.
thank you. I haven't had this many drinks since I was a wee boy, but we don't talk about that. God forbid Mom and Dad know I drunk when I was a kid.
Sipping a drink or two, it happens. I totally get it.
Much appreciated. He starts drinking it and chugging it. And Sefik looks at you. So, did you have any friends in town that you were hanging with, staying with?
Oh, not necessarily hanging with. I've met a couple people. But
Anyone
not
I
really
should
like staying with.
anyone I should watch out for?
No, not really. I mean, I haven't seen any problems since I've been here.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, there is a serial killer out there, so just be careful who you
There
make
is?
friends with. That's what the rumor is.
I didn't know people were killing cereal.
He laughs a little bit at that, and that's not what I meant exactly, but I will be more blunt with you. There was someone murdering citizens. Supposedly,
Oh.
it's a rumor.
Oh, that's
You
not
wouldn't know
okay.
anything about that, would you? Are you killing people?
No. No, last time I checked, I haven't killed anyone.
That's good. You don't want to taint your soul.
Yeah. Painting the soul's not good, you know? It'll smell bad.
He chuckles a little bit. That is probably true. I'm not much of a killer either.
Can
He
I
just
insight
he
check
leaves.
that?
Yeah, you can insight check that. He says that and he leaves a little bit of like a hesitation there.
Oh,
But I mean, sometimes people have to do what they have to do.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Good job. Nice.
Yeah, use it now.
Yeah. That's 15.
So, with a 15, there is a hint of like a glint of something more to than what more to what he said. The way he there's just this aura of intensity around this gentleman that
Okay.
You believe him in a sense, but there's a little bit of doubt in your mind that this guy that wasn't entirely truthful what he said about not being a killer. But there's just that inkling in your brain. But you trust what he said to be mostly true.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, if you don't have any friends in town and you don't wind up dead from the supposed murderer, I still keep that offer I extended to you earlier about joining the caravan. I even talked to
appreciate
Torga about it, and Torga said
Oh.
you look capable.
Really? That's nice of her.
It would be a fine addition to our caravan.
I appreciate that. So, like, real question. When are the games starting? Because you promised me an arm wrestle.
That I did. You don't have that memory. You are a smart one, I see. He looks over towards Torga, and there's this like unspoken, unbroken look between them, and he like looks towards the townspeaker, and you see that she gets the townspeaker's attention, and the townspeaker stops talking, and she like whispers in his ear, and he begins to slam his cup down onto the table, starts pounding away on the table with his cup. There's this rhythmic drumming that begins to echo throughout the tavern as more people are joining in with their cups, slamming their cups down, and it forms this very rhythmic, just very rhythmic beat. And eventually, as this drumming gets so loud, all the attention is brought to that center table, with you still sitting there with everyone else, and the music and the uproar and everything just dies down inside of the establishment. It gets really quiet. Town speaker stands up and he says, "All right, my friends, families, brothers, and sisters. I think it's time for a friendly bout of competition. I see many of you have enjoyed your drinks. Yes, I see. As have I and my friends." He motions towards everyone at the table, including you, Gal. We talked, we talked while we were drinking, and there was a proposal that happened earlier today, but they re-proposed it just now. I forgot about it completely. But how would you like to have a friendly challenge? Everyone have a friendly challenge. Now, I personally will not participate. God forbid, right? I wouldn't want to embarrass anybody. But Mr. Sefik, Miss Torga, and even Brandon has volunteered to compete. So I am extending an offer to those of you in the crowd that feel real worthy enough to take them on. I will be betting 20 gold pieces as a prize for each winner of the respective challenge, of course. You may all discuss who you want to send forward, talk amongst one another, find the three people in the crowd that are most worthy to challenge these three. You may all discuss who you want to send forward, talk amongst yourselves, one another, to find three worthy challengers. Yes, you back there on the back, my friend. What are you raising your hand for?
What's the challenge?
Oh, let me get to my spiel, son of a bitch.
You're taking a
I did not mean that. I did not mean that, people of East Haven. This is my friend. This is Lorian. This is one of my friends. We are cordial with each other. So the challenges. As I was going to say before I was interrupted, I want to make these fair. Knock it off. We don't want any uproar here. But the first challenge will be a challenge of one's dexterity. I want to see how dexterous one is. We're going to see some juggling. We're going to juggle some daggers. Now, the challenger themselves will go up against Miss Torga. She has volunteered as a
I'm doing it.
worthy individual to be there. The second challenge will be a bout of strength. As one challenger will arm wrestle Mr. Sefik. Now, there are plenty of strong people in here, so feel free to compete amongst each other. Get that out of the way, get the pecking order established, and then you can send your challengee forward. The third challenge will test one's constitution. That challenger will face Brandon and Dwarven Roulette. Now, good people will be saving. Talk amongst yourselves and choose a worthy challenger. Feel free to compete with another, like I said this a second ago. Sheesh. We'll wait 10 minutes, and then we shall commence the fun. He stops speaking. He sits back down, and
I'm tossing daggers.
he sits back down, and he begins to drink heavily, as one does, and the music and the uproar and the chatter just pick back up inside of the tavern.
Did he say
Yeah.
Dwarven
I can take
Roulette?
strength.
He did say Dwarven Roulette.
Dwarven
Now, if
Roulette.
you want to make
Straight.
a history check, Ichabod, you can feel free to see what that. See if
Yeah,
you've
why
ever
not?
heard of anything like that. Recall any kind of information about that.
16.
So, Dwarven Roulette is pretty. It is kind of. It's a drinking game, of course. Basically, the game itself is that there is one cup full of some foul liquid. Usually, it's piss. Usually it's just piss. And each contestant will take a turn grabbing a cup and they will blindly, with blind luck, drink from one and hope they don't get the piss cup.
Oh,
Gotcha,
Now, the
like Russian
Constitution
roulette.
fact- It's like Russian roulette. The Constitution portion of it, it's just part of the skill check. That's just what I want to do.
Yeah.
But it's part of that. That's yeah. But it is basically just blind sheer luck.
Interesting.
Well, guys, I'm tossing daggers. Very dexterous.
I mean, is it just one of us that gets to do each of these with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a course of conversation amongst the crowd of people talking about, I think I should do it. I think I should do it. And someone's like, yeah, I think you should do it. It seems as if everyone wants to participate. So if you really want to participate, you kind of have to establish.
I'm gonna stand up on top of the table, and I'm gonna yell, "Hey, I'm tossing daggers."
A few people. Go ahead and make like a I'll say this should be like a flat intimidation check.
Cool.
Just
I
to
like
kind
it.
of intimidate the room's atmosphere. You have inspiration. Don't be afraid to use it.
I don't need it. 21.
Yeah, you stand up on top of this table and you state this statement, and most of the people in the crowd are like, "Who the fuck is that person?" Someone's like, "I don't know. She looks fucking terrifying, but I don't want to fuck with her." And some of the people join in. Yeah, you probably should do that. Good for you.
Go, girl.
Huzzah! Cheers. Gal, since you're still sitting at the table, you hear Cephix say, a strange creature. Hopefully she can juggle well. Torg is not one to turn a blind eye to, even though she is short of stature. She is well equipped to handle that creature.
Yes, she's a dwarf. I would assume so.
Alright, I'm
Anyway.
gonna drink from the cup. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I have to go against other people to get to you.
Possibly. I mean, there are quite strong people in this town. You might want to get out there and start earning the privilege to wrestle me.
Are Lorian and Pal gonna go at each other?
I think that's what's about to happen.
All right,
Oh,
my
okay.
friend. Enjoy your competition out there, and hope to see you back here.
Wait, so is it like juggling to each other, or just juggling your own?
Your own.
Your own, okay. Interesting.
We gotta go wrestle each other?
Yeah, it's
Um,
arm wrestle.
There are people
Oh.
talking about arm wrestling. You see various people are arm wrestling, and some people are losing. There are people that are actively fighting to earn that, but most people that see like this large figure of Gal walking through, they kind of like they have their arms together. And they see him walk by, and they're like slowly
You
put their
wanna
arms
try?
down. They slowly put their arms down and turn around and start drinking.
Have fun. Anybody?
I guess I'll stand up and try.
Ooh,
Let's give it a go.
alright.
Okay. Was it just a strength?
Yeah. So arm wrestling. We're gonna do. It's a best of 3. Let me scroll down real quick.
I can't wait for him to rage while we're fucking.
So this is going to be.
About it.
This is gonna be. It's gonna be contested athletics checks versus
Okay.
one another. Best of 3. So go ahead and do your first rolls. As you guys kind of make a spectacle of it. Most of the people at the bar are like, "Holy shit!" There's the guys like, "Holy shit! These are some fucking huge people. We got to fight over here!" And the people in the tavern just turn over and see, holy, like everyone's placing their own bets on who they bet is gonna win this bout. But feel free to make your first roll.
Okay.
My
Ugh.
first roll, a dirty 20.
Mine was 13.
Yeah, you guys grip your hands together. Lorian, you have faced opposition in, feats of strength, but you've never faced Gal's opposition. He grips your hand, and your hand kind of buckles a little bit under your weight, and you are in an instant halfway down to almost to the countertop, and you are struggling.
Fuck, he's got a strong grip.
Gal, you're like, wow, that wasn't hard at all.
It's
Go ahead and make y'all second rolls. Those of you that are seated at the table, Elzo, you're at
Ooh.
the table, correct?
You're gonna struggle to beat that.
I'm at our table.
You're at your table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, you see Sefik stands up, and he's watching this battle, but he looks over in your direction, and he begins to approach your table.
Okay, I take
I gotta-
just a regular sip of my drink.
Okay, he's approaching your table. What did y'all get for y'all's second rolls?
I got a natural 20.
Oh, dang.
I said you're gonna struggle to beat it.
So, what was the total score?
26.
I got a 25.
Gal, you're that thought of like this guy's pretty easy to fucking beat. It filters your mind and it kind of loosens the tension a little bit. And just as fast as you put his hand down, Lorian just brings it back with an overarching amount of strength, and he actually takes you to the other side of the table. Like just your hand is barely almost touching the countertop, but you are still in this. So go ahead and make another roll.
No, that's
Each
To
of you.
let you know, that was a natural 19 was what my roll was.
So to look
Yeah.
like I'm not like nervous or too interested in him coming over, I'm gonna turn to Jayla and just say, do you want to like practice with someone first, like just to like so
Oh.
you're not going in.
Sure. I didn't think this through because I don't have daggers.
You gotta warm up.
Well, I feel like they're probably gonna give us some, right? I don't know. Maybe they expect us to have daggers. I mean, I have one.
I mean, I can just toss my scimitars, but
Well, I think it's daggers specifically.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have one dagger. I mean, I have part of another dagger that I've been working on, but it's not a dagger yet.
Oh. Well, maybe someone else has a dagger. It'll be fine.
I'm
hold
sure.
on.
You know what? Fiska, I think, has daggers.
Yeah, I have a dagger and I have a crude stone dagger.
Oh,
Can I? How many do we need? 3?
Well, I'm like, oh, we don't know the full rules of it. We'll just juggle.
No.
Oh.
I'm just juggling them.
Well, I guess we could
can-
trade off. So yeah, you could take Fiska's 2 and my 1, and you go, and then I'll go with the same daggers. We'll just
Cool.
kind of like, yeah. Wait, do we have to
good.
make this is just practice, right? We don't have to like tell anyone we're doing this, and like the winner of this moves on to the next round. Is that?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
I just
So-
want to take Torga down.
yeah.
So we pan back over to the arm wrestling bout that has gained a crowd. Let's pull most of the attention in this establishment over there. What did y'all get for y'all's third roll?
I got a 25.
Holy shit, okay.
Oh, he beat me by 2!
Oh,
I got a
goddamn.
23!
Yeah, Gal, you're like you struggling. You're thinking like, I can't. Your tribe would be so. They would laugh at your ass so hard if you lost this. And that thought of your tribe enters your mind. And as soon as that thought, you're like, I'm about to do this. I'm about to. Boop, your hand touches the countertop. And people are like, oh, I'm fucking gold. And people are like, yeah. Lauren has beat you in a simple arm wrestling competition.
What'd you roll? I rolled an 18.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, I don't forget.
So there's just an uproar of just like excitement over there, and you see all the people that were like, they were going to challenge. They were like, there was people that were like, getting in line and they saw this happen. They're like, oh, yeah, we don't want it that bad. They turn around and start thinking. We go back over to the table. So it's Fiska, Ichabod, Elzon, and Jayla at the table, correct?
I think so.
So as you guys are sitting
Yeah.
at the table, Sefik, he's approaching you as you guys are talking about juggling, and he comes up and he says, well, there's quite a crowd going on over at the bar. All of you look, he like points at you, I was like, you look pretty strong. You didn't want to join in on the fun.
Well, I mean, what's going on at the bar?
Supposedly there's some arm wrestling competition.
Oh, you guys are arm wrestling at the bar? I thought you were at our table. Sorry. I mean, I may look strong, but you know, not as strong as those two.
More of a dexterous fellow, I see.
Yeah.
Quick and agile when it needs to be.
I mean, I'm a cat, so I mean, I'm kind of a cat.
What is that? Do you have a holy relic or anything like that? Do you have like any kind of holy?
I
symbol?
do, and I haven't looked at it in a while. Give me a second. Let me see what I have here.
I think it's on your shield, isn't it?
That's possible. Did I? Yeah, it's probably somewhere in my notes.
Well, where would it be at on your body, on your person?
I think yes, because I'm thinking about Milo. Milo wears a necklace, so it would be on the shield. Absolutely, yeah.
And your shield's not out for anyone to see, so he doesn't spark conversation that way.
Yeah.
But he's looking at you, and he sees that Jayla's over there, and he looks at Jayla. So that was a loud proclamation.
Yep, I'm gonna kick some ass.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Torga is quite dexterous. Be good.
And so am I. That might be big, but
Well, I will. I'll pray for you. Maybe favor will be shined down upon you. But I will put my money on. She is my boss, of course.
Her and I were actually just about to go up against each other. Is that something that's like official, or can we just practice, or like how does this work?
Oh, I mean, I think she's already made a big statement about it. But if you want to have,
Oh, it's just straight to the top. I mean, that's fine if she wants to go straight to the top. Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want, I'm not one to intervene in a friendly competition. Can I sit and watch you?
Sure.
yeah.
So I mean, what are the rules? Like, how many daggers are we supposed to be?
Usually they kind of just keep throwing daggers until you drop a dagger.
Oh, so we need more daggers. We
I
don't
have a
have
couple.
enough.
I have a couple daggers. She pulls out like 3 daggers. So you can use my daggers.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Cool.
He takes a seat kind of close to Ichabod. And he looks over. Good to see you there. That's a nice hat you got there.
Oh, thank you.
And he turns.
It keeps my ears warm.
I bet it does. Where'd you get it from?
Just came upon it.
Hmm.
Blowing down the street.
Well, I don't. Who do you think's gonna win this? He's trying to be like cheerful.
Yeah.
Like,
As they are talking to each other, I'm gonna cast guidance on Jayla, not on myself.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't notice that.
Sweet.
She's asking me who I think is going to win the dagger thing.
Yes. That's
Like,
what's
well,
happening.
I would put my money on the Elizabeth fella.
Oh,
Damn.
then I will. Let's
To
do
be
a
fair,
friendly.
the
Let's do a little friendly bet here. Would you
he
want
wouldn't
to?
say this, but the fact that Jayla just now got like that weird little sight thing, he would assume that would kind of throw off her balance or something.
Yeah, Sefik says when you say that you bet on Elizel. He said, "Well, would you want to put up probably a gold and see if I can put money on the Minotaur?"
No, I don't gamble.
Fuck
He
you.
looks over. He looks over to you, Fiska. Do you want to put a friendly wager down?
Oh, I gamble, but I put my money on Fiska. Sorry, on Jesus Christ, on Jayla. Why the heck did I say that?
All right, then I will put money on Elizel. For I didn't catch your name, friend, but I'll put it. You don't have to tell me anything. You're probably never gonna see it to this day. But I will put. I'll put gold in for you. How about that? It's 1 gold for Elizel. Do you guys? How long have you guys been hanging out? Going around town?
A little bit.
A week or so?
Yeah.
We're short timers here.
Well, this place is pretty unforgiving, so it's good to have quality friends and cheerful memories.
Can I do an insight on his whole shtick to see how genuine he is?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, like this whole time, if I'm thinking back correctly, Ichabod like saw the visions and everything. Like he knows Sefik is a bad dude that kills people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm about to switch my dice out. It's an 11.
So he knows that
No,
Sefik
he
is
did.
full of crap.
This guy seems friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, he seems friendly right now. I mean, his words have a certain cold lingering to them, but there's
Yeah.
nothing that's like overall like Lord's blazing ahead. However, Ichabod though, whenever you two are sitting pretty close to one another, there's just that oral.
Yeah.
There's an aura of this just extreme like
Oral.
yeah. There's just an aura of extreme intensity just like
Yeah.
wafting off. Of
So,
this person.
friend, do you guys make a point to time your trips to where you're at every sacrifice, or is this just a lucky coincidence?
He looks over at you. Are you guys juggling yet? He doesn't say that. That's Jacob. Are you guys starting to juggle yet? As he like looks over. To
Oh.
Ichabod?
We hadn't yet, no.
Well, he has the dagger.
Yeah, I think we're all,
yeah.
I think we're all just listening to this
Okay.
conversation, especially now.
Okay, yeah. He as he looks over at Ichabod and takes out his daggers and slide them across the table. He's like, you know, it's never really been. I guess it is kind of coincidence. It usually does happen like this, but it's not really planned. It's kind of just one of those unspoken things that we just do. I mean, she's over there. You can ask the boss. She's the one that tells us where to go, when to go. I'm just the muscle.
Oh, you're the muscle. Are you not arm wrestling either?
Well, I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to arm wrestle that big Goliath fellow over
Oh,
there.
that's right. Okay. Oh, he's a big dude.
He doesn't look that bad. It's pretty easy. But don't tell him I said that. I'm quite strong if I want to brag a little bit.
I sneeze.
Yeah.
But anyways, do you guys? This is your first sacrifice, huh?
It is, yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
It's awesome. It's usually not this jovial, you know.
I'd imagine not.
I mean, awesome's
first-
a weird word.
Well, yeah. That wasn't my. Sorry, I'm a little inebriated.
So you're excited for us.
It's an excitement that most don't rarely get to experience this. It's one of those things that's just like. It's just so isolated.
I mean, you travel a lot. You don't like invite people up here, so there's more people available, less locals possible for the sacrifice.
Why would I invite people that come to Iceland?
I mean, you sound pretty excited about this, us being here for this experience. So you'd think you'd want to invite people up here.
No, I don't want anyone to have to come to Iceland. This place fucking sucks. Unless you absolutely need to come to Iceland, it's a place where most people get a fresh start at life.
Did your caravan travel anywhere outside of Icewind Dale?
We usually go to Neverwinter and Waterdeep when we need to resupply on some stuff. We actually are headed back to Waterdeep after tonight. We're going to we found a bounty up here that we came looking for and taking it back to collect on.
What was the bounty? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind. I mean, it was to find and bring back alive or dead a very bad person. Very bad.
Oh.
They were fleeing on charges of unspeakable acts performed to another individual via sexual.
Here.
Oh.
Not a good person.
We should start juggling.
Yes, I look forward to this. I want to see.
Me
I'm
too.
putting money on you. I'm putting money on you.
To be fair, I've never juggled before, so this will be exciting.
Jayla's stretching.
Let's see what happens. I can't wait.
I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm making sure I'm flexible.
For
ready.
for juggling, is that a... Oh, we got to stretch for juggling. I attempt to stretch.
You don't get much movement in.
Yeah, right? Like, just...
I'm sending Elzal a telepathic message to lose.
on purpose? Can I
Yes.
Can I speak back to you?
Yes.
I like kind of look over at you like, all right. I mean, I already
what?
gave her guidance. What more do you want?
What you hear is what you would imagine is like Fiska just thinking to herself. She's just like staring at you.
Oh,
Lose,
right.
lose, lose.
So you win your gold. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I still look over at you weird. I'm like,
So-
let's go.
So this is going to be single base basically. So it's gonna be one person at a time.
Yeah.
So who wants to go first out of the two?
You go first, Elzo.
Sure.
All right. So here's what's gonna happen. Here's how this works. You are going to begin juggling with 2 daggers. There's gonna be a dexterity save associated with it, or dexterity check associated with it. So you begin to juggle these 2 daggers. Go ahead and roll a dex roll for me.
I'm gonna stick with these dice. We'll fucking see. 16.
Yeah, you feel pretty confident. It's pretty natural, and then you see someone else, you get another dagger gets handed towards you. It gets thrown up in the air and it's spinning through the air, and you're doing your best to start timing the catch on it. Go ahead and roll another dexterity check for me.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Yeah, you catch it naturally and you add it to your repertoire of daggers. Sefik slides you another dagger. It's on the table and he hits the table and it pops up in the air and flips. And roll another one as it's getting added to your cube.
This is 6.
Yeah, he flips it up and it lands back down on the table, point up, just dangling on the table, and you fail to catch it and you struggle with the rest and you drop the rest of them on the ground. He says, 3's not bad for a first timer, of course.
Sure.
Oh.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
He looks over to Kabad. Or he looks over to Kabad. He doesn't know your name, but he looks over. Maybe I should not have bet on.
Damn.
You never know how these things are going to turn out.
True.
I'm nervous now.
Did I hear him say that?
Yeah, he's not being nonchalant about it.
I would have been like, you probably should have found out whether or not I'd done this before.
Yeah. Well, we're living in the now. Fuck that.
Sure.
Drinking, having a good time.
Yeah.
Plus, too much information can always ruin someone's
That's true.
opinion on someone, you know. So it's your turn, Jayla. That's not him saying. That's me saying. It's your turn, Jayla. 2 daggers are thrown up at you. Go ahead and make some dexterity checks for me. Make 1 dexterity check for me.
And you have a bonus 4. D4.
Oh, yeah. That's not the best. Okay, so that. Oh shit! I have a +5.
Now with guidance, you only get it for 1 check after guidance, so you can use that
I know.
D4 now or later.
Well, I already rolled, so.
Well, you haven't told me what you rolled yet. That's why I brought it up.
It's okay. I'll just use it now. Because I didn't roll that good. But brings up to 14.
Yeah, that's fine. You juggle these 2 daggers pretty easily. It's a little uneasy with the new sight that you've been granted. Another dagger gets tossed up in the air, same as what happened with Elizel. Roll another dexterity check for me.
That makes
So, hold on before she says this. Guidance is verbal and somatic, and there were no rules against using spells. Could I try to use it again once she's already used it, or do I know that she's used it?
You can use it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use it.
So yeah, I'll just say, because I don't have to touch you.
Yeah, it's just verbal somatic.
Yeah, so I will just say, you got this, and cast guidance.
Okay. What's that look like?
I mean, my hand would just go out like,
Does it like glow a little bit when you do it?
oh, I don't know, does guidance glow?
No,
Prob-
that's why I'm asking you. Like, I'm asking you.
I mean, I would try to hide it, because I don't know if these are unspoken rules or something. So that's why I'm just saying, like, you got this, but I don't know
Make like a sleight of hand check to see if you
Sure, yeah.
can conceal the magic.
Fuck! 6.
Okay. Yeah, you have guidance casted on you, Jayla. What's your second roll as the 3 daggers are in the air?
21.
Nice. Yeah, you do it easily. Same thing. Stefik pops the dagger on the table, flips it up, and it's spinning. Roll another dexterity check. He sees you cast this magic, and he's like, "Oh,
A natural 20 for 25.
okay." As he sees you cast your magic on
I wasn't gonna do it that time, by the way.
No, this is before.
Okay,
she told me.
okay.
This is. He says that's very, very interesting. But hey, she's already fucked my money up, so it's whatever. You with your natural 20, just for the sake of this narrative, that dagger flies up, and as the 4th dagger that's spinning in the air flies up, you just fucking somehow manage to find 3 other daggers and just start juggling them at the same time. You look like a straight circus performer. It looks great. You're doing impeccable, and you are not affected. Upon seeing that, Sefik's like, "Wow, I'm I'm gonna put money on you. Don't tell her. I'll put money on you, because that's quite impressive.
Yeah,
You are quite dexterous.
I turned to him. I'm like, honestly, I don't think she needed my help. I just wanted to give her a little extra something.
Probably not. Just if you're gonna do that during the actual competition, just try to make it discreet.
All right.
Hold out my hand for the gold.
Yeah. He fucking gives you a gold. As he places the gold on your hand, his fingers kind of touch your feathery hand, and it's very, very cold. Like it's very cold.
Oh wow. I give him like a little sensual stroke.
He looks at you. Make an insight check. He looks at you and then he like glances to the side of you and glances back.
Nice 10.
There might be a connection there. You don't know. He notices that. He's like, I think it's time for me to go back to.
It's that mirror in my pocket.
He gets up and begins to walk away from y'all's table back to the center table. So, the arm wrestling decision has come to fruition. The juggling has come to fruition. Not many people are volunteering for Dwarven Roulette. It seems that the majority of the crowd knows what that is, and nobody really wants to drink this.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I want a part of the game.
Okay, so yeah, you people are like, you hear people chattering about like, I don't really want to drink piss again, Reginald. So, well, someone has to drink the piss, and it's not gonna be me, so it's gotta be you. He's like, well, shit.
None of this seems to be in Ichabod's wheelhouse, so he's kind of staying back if he can help it.
Gal, you say you'll drink?
I'll drink.
Drink the
I
pee.
mean,
Perfect. You don't have to say anything else. We have our third challenger, it seems.
Oh, okay.
Reginald's like, oh, thank fucking God. I just the last time I just threw up for like 3 days and I just can't get over it.
It sounds like somebody's peeing in the background.
Yeah, that was the piss that's going into the
Yep.
cups.
That was perfect timing.
That's funny as fuck. So, once again, that same rhythmic drumming begins to echo throughout Tavern. And once again, the intensity of the music, the atmosphere dies down, and town speaker Ganeth pops back up. Good people, the time frame has concluded. I look forward to seeing who has been chosen as worthy challengers. Now, those of you who have been chosen, please step forward as I want to see your lovely faces. Don't be bashful now. Come forward, my friends.
I'll step forward.
I'll
introduce
step forward
yourselves.
proudly.
Oh, my friend! Oh, my friend! Oh, my friend! These are my friends. Very good people, I tell you. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the tavern. Who are you? Who are you? I know who they are, but I don't know who you do.
I'm Jayla.
What are you going to be competing in?
I'm gonna be tossing some daggers.
Oh, we have a challenge for Miss Torga. Torga, this one, she can handle herself. Torga's like, psh, whatever. This one bought me a drink earlier for free. Sounds like a weakling to me. People are kind of like, ooh. The town speaker speaks up again. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So, who is the second challenger? Who are you?
Lorian. I'm gonna be arm wrestling.
Oh, Mr. Sefik, this one here. Watch out for those long arms. He'll get you. And Sefik's like,
leverage.
Sefik just shrugs a little bit. All right, you are third challenger. What is your name? I think most people here know you. They've seen you at the market there.
Hi guys, it's me, Gal. I hope you guys remember me. You can buy some pelts later.
A good moment for advertisement, my friend. Very smart. It will suck if you have to drink the piss, though, because this fucking sucks for all those of you. He says, and Brandon, I hope you don't get the piss. That would be very shameful. That would be very disrespectful. It would suck. Okay, dokie, Artichoke. Let's put on the great show for everyone here. This is not a moment of celebration usually, but this is a night for celebration. So, the first competition will be dagger juggling. So, these will be the rules, okay? Each person will start at the same time with 2 daggers. You will juggle those daggers for maybe 6 seconds or so. And then at that moment, another dagger will be thrown into the pot, and you will have to juggle that dagger as well. You will juggle 3 daggers, 4 daggers, 5 daggers, 6, until someone drops the daggers on them. Capiche? Alrighty. You see Torgo. Alright, now we need a little bit of appropriate music for this event, so can anyone play the... Can anyone in the crowd play a fine tune for me? I'm looking for something very, very theatrical, very, very, very comical nature.
Freebird!
No, that fucking sucks. Not that song. Sorry. Who the fuck said that? Get that fucker out of here. I think we need a little bit of circus music, huh? Circus music for the jugglers. And at that time, you see some random one-man band guy in the background pop out. Finally, my moment! And he begins like. He begins to play the music.
Oh my god.
Alright, then step on up! Step on up!
You were so excited to play this.
So the area near the townspeople table is just cleared, just enough for there to be enough space for some safe dagger juggling. You can stand next to Torga, and she studies you carefully. She looks over to you and she leans over and speaks. So, have you ever done anything like this before?
Like a minute ago.
Do you have any advice? Because I don't really want to catch the sharp part. I just want to know how much of an ass I'm gonna make of myself before we do this.
Can I inside check her?
Yeah, you can inside check her.
This is Torga saying this?
Yeah.
That's funny.
12.
She's lying straight up to your face. You could even consider her to be like a veteran or so in this field. She's definitely trying to ease you a little bit, but she's going to try to swindle you. She reaches her hand out. What I said about the drink, that was just some banter. Good luck, and may the better dagger juggler win. Probably won't be me though. She extends her hand towards you to handshake it.
Does she have anything on her? I'm scared.
No, she's just reaching her hand out to shake you.
Trying to sabotage me?
She holds her hand out, and then after your hesitation, she like, oh, okay.
I'll reach my hand out and I'll shake it.
Oh, okay, yeah, she shakes your hand. There's no trickery afoot. You are in front of the entire tavern and the majority of the population of East Haven. But, so, the townspeople like, oh, righty, let's do this shit. You guys both stand on either side of each other, so we're going to begin the dagger juggling. So, you're both going to be, me and you are going to make checks in tandem with one another. So, let's do the first roll.
In the audience, you just hear, "You can do it!"
You can do it!
Oh, yay! Save, right?
No, just a check in general. It's not a save though. It's just a straight up dagger check.
Oh, okay. Dagger check.
Like a dexterity check. That's what.
Oh, okay. It's the same, anyways. Was that 90? 24.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you see that she struggles a little bit, but she gets in a rhythm, and you are just you're not even blinking. You're not even you're just standing still juggling. You guys both passed the first check. Go ahead and make another check with an increased DC.
Scared. 18.
Yeah, you're juggling so natural. You're just going and going, and she kind of looks over and she's like, oh, what the fuck? And she just drops all the daggers. She's like, fuck! This fucking... Somebody grease my daggers! This is fucking horse shit! The music dies down in the tavern.
Oh no!
The townspeaker's like, whoa, don't be worried, don't be sorry, sport.
Hold that out!
We have a winner, Jayla! Jayla's our winner!
And I'll just smoothly catch all the daggers, and I guess I'll hand them back to Elazel or whoever gave me them. I'm like, good job.
You can do it! Cut her fucking head off! Wait, no, what?
She's a bear. She is salty. She does not acknowledge you from this point on.
Wow.
She walks off the stage, and the town speaker's like, "Oh, she'll be okay. She'll be okay. Don't let her put a sour mood in your fucking night." Anyways, there's 20 gold for you. Here you go. Here you go. He reaches out to give you 20 gold.
Oh, cool.
Now
That
I
didn't
give those
sound like
gold,
Jayla.
and now I give this.
forgot.
I give this prize to you. You can spend it on whatever you feel. You can buy more drinks. You can donate it to Brandon's family. You can do whatever you want with it.
You have to put
You
the last
are
part
the
in.
winner. Everyone say congratulations. Congratulations, Jayla.
GoFundMe.
Thanks.
All right. Now, would the crowd like to hear from the winter? The winter can give a speech. Do you want to give a speech, Jayla?
Give a
speech.
Hell yeah, do that thing.
Cool. It's fun winning, and it's even better drinking. All right.
I love your horns.
Holy shit, you're right. Yeah, if you don't have a thing of inspiration, you can take it.
She's not wrong.
That's my mother up there.
What?
What? People look at what the fuck?
Jayla's like, mommy?
I mean, she is one.
Mama?
You know.
Alrighty. Everyone, alright, shoot, get off the stage now. You'll have your moment. Now,
Rude.
everybody. Hey, fuck you. So, well, we're up to our next bout. About the sparring, about the rebel rousing. Let us approach the arm wrestling competition. Will begin. Who challenges approaches? Lorian, this is you, right?
Before he goes up, I want to stop him and look him dead in the eyes. I'm gonna stop Lorian. You don't win this, and you're gonna piss me off. So you know. And I say that with the biggest smile.
Well, I'll give it my best shot.
I mean, if you can beat me, you've got this. I'm not worried.
Hopefully. Okay, good luck in your piss drinking contest.
It's alright, I've drank it before.
Oh my god.
So as you are having this camaraderie talk for a second, a table is produced. A very official-looking arm wrestling table is produced. Someone brings it out from the arm wrestling rafters section in town. They place it before you. They put the stools. They set up everything, and as you two approach from either side, Sefik stands in front of you, and he reaches his hand out to shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
And his you feel this intense intensity that it's just unnatural. His icy blue eyes kind of like flicker for a second, and he leans in and whispers to you, just kind of low enough for you to hear. In the name of good fun, I'll try to go easy on you. I wouldn't want to hurt you, or even worse, I hate to embarrass you in front of all your friends.
Give me a break.
Lets go of your hand, and he heads up to his table, side of the table, and he grabs a drink along the way and raises the drink above his head. Now, when I win this challenge, I am planning to give my winnings to Brandon. May his family use the money to better their own lives, and I extend this offer out to my fellow challenger as well. May they too decide to donate their earnings to Brandon for his sacrifice. He raises his tankard and drinks it.
As he pulls away, could I just like let my nails kind of not hurt him, but I just want to see like how his skin changes colors.
Yeah, you go to like pierce a little bit, and it's like trying to force your fingernails through ice. It just doesn't move any further into his body. But he doesn't seem affected by it.
Yeah,
Or
I'm not trying to hurt
seem
him.
to feel it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right, the challengers, get your positions. We're going to get this shit started. All right. Are each of you ready? Sefik. Sefik nods. Lorian.
But I'm good to go.
May the
Kick his
stronger man
ass.
win. Start. The competition goes. You can go ahead and make your athletics check.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. We'll say what we got on 3. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. You got a 17.
19.
You got a 17. So you begin to get the better of him for a second. He looks at you and he just smiles a little bit. All right, let's get serious. Go ahead and roll the second one.
Okay. Okay.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. He got a 23.
Fuck.
Yeah. He easily moves your arm. Like, he's
Yeah.
looking at you straight up. He's not struggling. He just moves his arm to the back, to the middle, to the halfway to the other side. He says, "Come on, try a little bit. Why don't you?"
Yeah.
Roll your next check.
Okay.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. He's gonna use his
18.
birthday crit on this. He's gonna use
He's
my
you know what?
Damn.
What a try.
So as he does that, as he still keeps eye contact, he just brings your arm down with such ease, and he just puts it on the table. Maybe next time, kid. And he lets go of your hand, and he stands up. He says, "All right." I don't think that was as entertaining as it could have been, but, he really tried. So, townspeaker, you can give my portion to Brad. To which the townspeaker's like, "Oh, very classy." He hands the money to Brandon. And then Sefik just sits back down at the table in the center table. It's off to the side now. He sits back down.
So while we were watching that,
Yes.
could I wouldn't have done anything to change the outcome, but could I have seen like whether or not he was like doing something similar to what I was doing for Jayla? For himself?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a... I guess this would be more so like Arcana check than anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's it for these dice tonight. That's a 2.
You don't get a good read on it. It looks like it was just pure strength. There wasn't any kind of magical effect that happened. But the townspeople stands back up. All righty, everyone calm down. So, it's time for our final challenge. Dwarven Roulette. So there will be 6 cups that will be brought out on a platter, and the contestants must randomly choose which cup they drink in front. Holy shit, I'm drunk. One of these drinks will have some fresh axe speak piss in it. If you get pissed, you lose. It's quite simple, But so challengers approach. Now you will each give a cup, same time. Obviously, no one wants to pull fast, so it's a little bit of a. We're doing a gentleman's agreement, and you will each drink the cup at the same time. This can be really fun, or it can be really fucking short and not cool at all. So it is a roulette after all. So don't let us down, people. Okay. Make sure you get like a round or 2 in before you drink this. The townspeaker sits down. Brandon looks at you. "Oh, well, I'm gonna die tomorrow. Might as well drink piss tonight, right?"
That's going on your gravestone.
Don't worry, it's not as bad as you think. I promise you.
He's like, "I'll trust you in this one, I guess." Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna roll d6.
Okay.
Sweet. We're gonna roll a separate d6 now. So there are 6 cups. The first dice I rolled is the dice that tells me what cup the piss is in.
Okay.
We're both gonna roll d6s, and we're gonna hope that you don't roll the number. So go ahead and roll d6.
Okay.
All right. So you see Brandon. He reaches out and he grabs the 4th cup on the platter. He pulls it back and he takes it in his hand. He's waiting for you to grab your cup. What cup are you grabbing? 2? Yeah, you reach out and you grab the cup, and the townspeaker's like, "Okay, ready, 3, 2, 1," and you both drink it. Brandon drinks it, and he's like, "Ooh, that has a bit of a kick." This alcohol that goes down you, it is it's not piss. It doesn't taste like piss, but the quality of the drink is quite piss. It is a shitty drink. So at first you're like, "Is that piss?" Oh no, that's not piss. That's just the normal drink in this establishment. Brandon looks happy. He's like, "Oh, whew. Thank fucking God I didn't get the piss." All right, let's do another round. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna switch to D4s now.
Did I get the piss?
No, you did not.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna look Brandon in the eyes and I went, "I got the piss."
Oh, the
I
townspeaker's
got
like,
it.
oh shit. Well, that was fucking boring. What
Lying
the
through
fuck?
my teeth right now.
They're not gonna make checks on you. They don't seem like
They're all just looking at me like,
everyone in the crowd's like, "Why the fuck's he so happy?"
Why did he drink the whole mug?
Someone says, "Why the fuck is there a piss drinker on stage?"
I don't actively
game is
drink
rigged.
it. Sometimes it gets cold.
Brandon's like, "Well, I was kind of worried it was gonna be me, but
Oh,
I'm sorry for your taste buds, I guess.
it's fine.
The town speaker's like,
You-
okay. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Mister. Go ahead.
Oh, you know, surviving out in the ice, you know, sometimes you get desperate.
Brandon's like, I guess, but I would rather just die instead of drink my piss. While this
Everybody
happens,
dies
Nice losers.
that's funny, Nathan. While everything's going on, I need Fiska to roll me a perception check. As all these events are going on.
3.
These rolls
Okay.
tonight, man.
That's pretty trash. So even with the low quality of the roll, you feel someone bump into you, like a quick walk by jab. They bump into you rather hard. It's enough to kind of make you like stagger, like just like in your seat, like stagger a little bit. It's very decent. There's something strange about it, but it felt very personal. And you see that the person walking out past you, it appears to be this like all red tiefling with a set of horns that hug closely to his head, and they kind of curve backwards. But he's walking away. He's walking away from you pretty fast, and it looks like he's heading for the door.
Okay. I'm going to try and catch up with him, and also check that pocket to make sure there's still stuff in it.
Okay, you check your pockets. Is that what you said?
Yeah, my pockets. Yeah,
Yeah, you see
Where-
that your coin purse is missing from your
of
pocket.
course. Yeah. Okay.
This gentleman has made his way out to the door, and you see him exit the door, kind of going outside of the wet trout. But you're taking off following after him.
Do any of
Yeah.
us see her go out?
Emily just described to me how you flee out of the tavern. It really depends on how she.
I'm assuming I'm sitting next to Ichabod still, so I'm just gonna mutter under my breath, like, this little bitch took my purse, and then I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna get up and I'm going to get outside before I do anything violent.
Yeah, for sure. You go to head out, and this person is kind of slinking through the crowd fast, and they get out to the door. As they like kind of go through the crowd, I need you to make like an acrobatics check to me, just to kind of. It's a very low one, but just to kind of like get through the horde of people that's in here. You see the person in front of you does it with this grace.
Ooh.
19.
Yeah, you are a bird. You gracefully just
You
fly
are a
over the top
bird.
of them, and you navigate out of the wet trout. And while you're on the outside of the wet trout, you see that the man is kind of leaning against the side of the building. And he's tossing your coin purse up and down. He says, "You were really easy to pick off. You know, you should really hide these things better. Next time this happens, I doubt the crook is gonna wait around for a chat." He throws the coin purse back over to you, and he says, "The name's Simon." He kind of looks like this show.
Scython.
Scython. As he throws the coin purse to you, you catch it. You've never seen this person in your fucking life. You don't know who the fuck this guy is. And he says his name. Yeah, he says his name like he says his name like it's like hold something. Can you make just like a history check just to kind of recall some information you may have learned earlier?
Not 20.
Holy shit! Yeah. So the name is you're like, who the fuck are you? Like you looking at him like that. He's like gesturing like, the Scyther, right? And you're like, oh, and you think about it. Helene Trollbane said she had a contact in East Haven, Scyther. Helene Trollbane was the person that initially hired you for all these shenanigans and told you about this. And she had initially told you to make contact or try to find him. He owns the East Haven ferry that is frozen into the docks. You feel as if he has been, he saw you, because he lives in Icewind, so he's kind of familiar with your appearance and all that. And that this is him reaching out because no one ever made contact with him. And he's taking this opportunity to introduce himself. So he says, yeah, it's Cypher. Do not remember anything.
Well, that was a terrible introduction.
I thought it was quite clever. I had to get you away from your companions, of course. I don't really know them. I've seen you around before, but... So, Have you completed your mission? Or Helen?
We're still working on it. It's taking a little time.
Is there a timeline on?
Well, we haven't really talked about when we are going to complete it, but I get the sense it'll be soon.
Well, hopefully it's tonight. Don't really get this opportunity.
Why do you say that?
Well, I overheard some chatter when I was in there. And it sounded like they are cutting town. Cutting town to go to Waterdeep after this. Something about a bounty. I figured if you're going to complete what you were originally paid to, this would probably be the best night. But I'm an outside spectator. I'm not. This is your thing, not my thing.
Do you have any information that could help us? You seem like you know a little more than you're letting on.
Well, I mean, what would you like to know? It's a very vague question. Give me a little something.
Visco was just hoping you would come up with something.
I mean, I could say, don't die. Don't fight them together.
Would our targets know who you are?
Not particularly, I don't think. I don't want to expose my hand just yet, of course. I have purchased items from them before, but I've never interacted with them on a personal level, so they shouldn't really know who I am. Listen, I was just here to establish contact, establish this interaction. You know, Lynn didn't really tell me how beautiful you are. But, if you're ever looking for someone to grab a drink with, or sometime in town while you're here, let me know. Or if you ever need a companion for the evening, I'm always free. I offer you this alone, of course.
I don't date men who pick my pocket as an introduction.
I would look at it as a blessing that I'm good with my hands.
Oh!
Wow.
That's disgusting. Good night.
Before you go, should I send word to Lynn and inform her that the job will be done relatively soon?
Yes.
Now, if you ever need to find me quickly, you can find me at the Snowdrift Inn. I have a permanent room there, sadly, as my current property is frozen in the harbor. But I'm sure we can make it work. He winks at you a little bit.
Recoil a little.
He's trying.
Absolutely recoil. Thank you for getting in contact. Good night.
I will send word to him. Yep, he turns away and walks off towards the Snowdrift Inn, which is just some rinky-dink inn in town. Yeah, but you head back in and you reconvene with your table members. And this was kind of happening while Gal and Brandon were doing their roulette. So as you guys just finished the drinking roulette, Brandon, the town speaker, says, "Okay, well, we should let them. I guess we should let Brandon talk a little bit before, he won. He gets his final speech, so to say. Sorry, Brandon, it's a little rough. For upkeep and stuff." So Brandon steps forward. He raises his tankard above his head, and everyone in the room kind of does the same gesture. As he raises his hand, the voices, the drinks, the music, everything quiets down a little bit, as people want to hear what this man's going to say on his last day alive. To which he says, "I just want to say something tonight before I take the plunge tomorrow. Many of you here know me, and many of you do not really know me. But I have lived a full life. I've lived a full life, and I have lived a good life. My family, they are going to carry on after I am gone, I hope. I hope they enjoy a very long life. And who knows, maybe they don't just stick around long enough to get chosen next. I don't want the night to end just yet. So I think we should all stay here and keep drinking, even though the festivities are all over. I think we should get shit-faced and pass out drunk and wake up with a horrible headache tomorrow." So now everyone Raise your glasses with me. I want to share with you a quote I read long ago. It's by my favorite artist, MC Hammer. He raises his glass. That's a different MC Hammer. It's not the one we know. He says, "No evil is honorable, but death is honorable. Therefore, death is not evil." Think about that when I'm gone. Thank you all for being here tonight, and a special thanks to Torga and Suffolk for doing all of this for me. Here's everyone. He puts his fingers to his lips and he begins to chug the entirety of his drink, and he just slams it down on the table next to him. And on cue, one by one, people begin to walk up to Brandon, sharing kind words with him and chugging their drinks directly in front of them. This seems to be a weird tradition of some sort, but people are individually going up to him, talking to him, and drinking.
Elazal's gonna walk the opposite direction and go out the door.
Okay.
Just to get some fresh air, just to breathe in that cold Icewind Dale air.
For sure. You go out to the exterior of the building alone. You just want to hang out here and breathe?
Just right outside the door. Just a couple breaths, and then I'll go back in.
Okay. Yeah, you head outside, and the fresh air hits you. Very comforting. It doesn't hurt. There is a cool calmness to this cold that kind of eases your nerves a little bit and makes you feel much, much better. And then you head back in, and people are still doing their weird little greet ritual thing that they're doing to Brandon as he is talking to a bunch of people.
I'll join in on the line.
For sure.
Leading up to him.
Does anybody else want to participate in this Congo line?
Yes, Ichabod will.
Okay, so it'll be Elzel. Elzel's a little bit ahead of Ichabod. Ichabod, you're a couple people back behind Elzel. Gal, before you head over to the line, Jayla kind of pulled you aside for a brief second. Does anybody else want to go?
Sure, I'll
Okay.
I'll yeah.
Hey, Fiska, you're last. As you guys are getting in line, we'll do Jayla and Gal can have their little side moment as everyone else gets in. Lauren, what are you doing? Drinking.
I guess I don't really want to be a part of the festivities. I want to keep an eye out for. Actually, if I could look around for the Torga.
Yes.
Because she left.
Well, she left from the table. She's still in the building somewhere. You've seen her walking around a bunch, but she has not left the building entirely.
Okay.
So
yeah.
she's still in the building.
I'll keep my eye on her, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have you roll a perception check right now for me, and we'll address it in a little bit. Jayla and Gal, you're gonna have your scene.
Fuck.
And then everybody else will have their line scene. I want to take this moment. You guys can kind of think of some words to say. Quick bathroom break. 5 minutes. I gotta get some more water, and then we'll pick it back up.
Hell yeah. We are away.
Lauren, you can roll. All right, welcome back, everybody, from our quick break. We're gonna kind of go back a little time before Brandon gave his speech, to back when Elzel was outside for a little bit. Elzel, what were you trying to look for again?
Yeah, I was. I don't know why I completely forgot about it. I wanted to take a couple breaths and just look around to see if I could spot like any of the acolytes like out and about, just observing.
Make a general perception check.
Yeah. Cord keeps getting caught here. All right, I'm rolling the new dice. It's the big one. It's like chaos. There's lightning in it. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
You say perception?
Yeah, because you're actively looking for somebody.
Dirty
or
20.
something. Yeah, you see that there are two acolytes that are off about 50 feet away from the actual tavern themselves, but they are just like, kind of like staring. They're sitting, like they're just standing straight up and they're just staring at the wet trout.
Yeah. Do I recognize either of them? Like.
They don't look like the one that you previously
Okay.
saw. Standing like that, but these two, it's very eerie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like they're like, it doesn't even look like they're breathing as they're just like staring.
Like straight ahead when I come out the door, like off to the left, the right.
So it's like when you come out the door, it's off to the right a little bit. So it's about 50 feet to the right across the street, behind like a cobbled wall. Like they were just behind the wall, torsos exposed, just looking straight ahead.
If I look to the left about the same amount, do I see two more?
You do in fact see two more
Okay.
doing the same thing,
Yeah.
just staring.
Do either of them look familiar?
One of them is the individual that you saw at the town hall, the one that you spoke to at the Silvermark Tree Group.
I will do literally the same thing. I'm gonna smile and just a little wave, and I'll go back inside.
Yeah, so you do that, and as you do that, there's no smile. There's nothing that is given, but as soon as you like smile and wave, you see those two acolytes turn around and split, and you see the other two. You glance over, those two split as well.
Okay.
And it's very strange because as you look around at both of them, they do it at the exact same time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very-
I will.
very weird.
I will go in, and whoever's a part of my group, like the first person I come across, probably whoever was at the table, right?
Well,
I
so
will-
your table's off to the back a little bit, so I think you kind
Oh,
of
that's
go back
right.
in. There's a line that's beginning to form now, or actually it's four actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just say you make it back to the table and
Okay.
everyone's there besides Gal. 'Cause Gal's
Okay.
doing the competition. Orion's at the bar, so he's not there either.
I will. I'll just say. Went out to take a breather and to check something, and my assumptions were correct. The acolytes are here. They are surrounding the building. My guess, based on trajectory, is they're probably forming a snowflake pattern around the place. Could be wrong, but I saw two in one direction, two in another direction, and that's as far as I could see. And then when I gave a little smile and a wave to one of them, they, the same time, as if they were communicating in other ways than voice, because they were far apart, they split. So they know I know they're here, which means they know you all know that they're here, because they probably assume I told you. Just food for thought. I don't know what it means, but yeah. And I'm saying this like as quiet as possible. Yeah.
You're muted. You're muted. By the
We're
way.
muted.
I'm muted?
No, stars.
Oh.
Me. I had a question. And I do remember it. Okay. So, with my history of like going town to town in Icewind Dale, probably witnessing some sacrifices or whatever and all that. Do I know anything about that? Like, is this normal for the acolytes to like surround the
So-
possible sacrifice?
I will say you can roll a history check, but would Jayla? I'm asking you, would Jayla have even ventured to bigger cities, or would she have stayed in the smaller cities per her background?
Well, per my background, I traveled a lot
Okay.
in Icewind Dale. Didn't matter the size of the city.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check. You have inspiration. You have birthday crit. You can use it.
No, I need to save my inspiration. No, I need to use it. I'm gonna use it.
Oh, big bunny.
Hey, that means you can just earn it back later.
I lost my dice. Okay.
It's gone. Oh no. Worse?
I rolled a 1 and then I just rolled a 2.
Oh, yeah.
So
Even though you are,
4.
even though you're so well traveled and walking around towns and all, you don't really hang around when the sacrifices are going on. You know, usually you're not in the big city when they happen. You don't really know if this is common behavior. I will say Fiska can roll, since she is also an Icewind Dale resident. She can also kind of segue into this role if she wants to. I think you're muted. You're muted.
Everybody's muted.
I know.
Jacob says weird things when he's off camera. I have to mute.
You're still muted. I think it's your actual microphone. Like if you have like a switch or something.
Character assassination.
I guess Fiska's just dead. Fiska just died. Oh.
Maybe disconnect and reconnect.
Jiggle the cord. So, can you hear us? You can hear us, but we don't hear you. Oh, okay.
Say it really slowly.
No, just type it. Just type it in chat.
Well, you could just join on your phone.
Oh, that too. Yeah, yeah.
I will say the phone is actually pretty good because it doesn't pick up any echoes from anyone else talking at the same time. It's actually pretty good.
Auto noise canceling.
That's what I use.
It's
I've got
really good.
I use Discord on the phone. That's what I got going on right now.
Oh, is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing for months.
Just with headphones attached to it? That's perfect, yeah.
Fiska's avoiding human
Yeah,
sacrifice.
Fiska, that makes sense too. Yeah, so yeah, with that information, Jaylee, you don't really, this doesn't, you don't know. You really don't know, honestly. But yeah.
I'd honestly say, like, does anyone, not to the crowd, but to my group, does this mean anything to anybody?
I know as much as you do.
Yeah, only thing
Right.
I can think of is them making sure a sacrifice doesn't leave town. But
Oh, I mean, that's a pretty good way to do it, right? I'm just
That's
really
a
curious.
I would say that's a valid concern.
I'm just really curious why, when they saw that I saw them, they would split. Why they would disappear.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess it's just something we keep in mind, right?
Yeah. They're giving weird vibes.
I mean, that's been the past week or so.
Okay, weirder vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I go to drink my drink and it's empty. And I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
I was just gonna say, I don't want too many of these, but I'm getting another one.
Cool. Yeah, you head off to the bar to get another one. We are going to, you guys have lined up in your line now. We're gonna resolve Lorian's check real quick.
That's right.
Because all that stuff just happened a little bit prior.
Yeah, yeah.
Lorian, you got a, what was it again?
17.
17. Perfect. So off in a far corner of the wet trout, you see that Sethik and Torga. They appear to be conversing with one another while the whole room participates in that weird, stupid cheer line bullshit that's happening. You're like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? You see that the conversation that they are exchanging, and you can't hear it. It's not long, but for...
Could I sneak up on them and try to eavesdrop?
You could try, but by the time you get there, you would have to make some checks. You'd have to make a stealth check, an acrobatics check to get through the whole bullshit that's going on in this thing. So do an acrobatics check first.
8?
You try to, but it's just like people are just walking in front of you. It's making it impossible, and you keep your eye line focus over there. But You see that as they are in the corner, kind of away from everybody, you see that they are looking at each other with this very compassionate manner, very romantic.
Who's this?
Sefik and Torga.
Hmm.
They hug each other really quick. It's really quick. They hug each other and then they share a kiss. They quickly step back from one another. There are some more words that are said, and then you see Torga. She leaves out of a side door, leaving the establishment, and now Sefik kind of hangs over by himself by a table, alone. He's not seated at a table. He's kind of leaning against one of the walls, and he's just watching this weird cheer line happen. And you see his body. Actually, make an insight check as you're kind of proceeding.
Jacob, it's possible I asked this before, or one of us asked this. What color were Torga's eyes?
She had like brown eyes.
Brown.
Nothing,
Okay.
Nothing strange.
I thought it was not blue, but I just
she
wanted
did
to
have
make
blue
sure.
eyes.
Okay.
15.
That's good enough. You see that his body language is. He shifts from this more relaxed state to a more tense one. You see that his body actively tenses up, like the muscles of his body are flexing. And you see that his expressions of passion and love kind of morph into this more furious anger. There's something strange that settles over Sefik. And at this moment, as you're perceiving this, looking at this, you're no one that's kind of been, you've been at the bar the whole time, just doing your own thing. You see that not once during that whole moment between him and Torben. And actually, now that you kind of think back a little bit on it, all throughout the night, you haven't really seen Sefik take a single breath. And just in that moment, you finally see him breathe. As this very small, icy cloud kind of escapes his mouth a little bit, and you swear, for the briefest of moments, you feel the temperature and the wet start begin to slowly drop. Very slow, very faint. It's not like a, holy shit, it's so cold here now. It's like a very, you feel as if the temperature did drop by a couple of degrees, and it's, yeah, that's what happens. That's what you see at the bar. We go to the Congo line of cheering. Elza, you are kind of two people behind you. Hear these people exchange words with Brandon, and you finally approach Brandon, and Brandon sees you and he's like, hello there, stranger. I've never really seen something. What the fuck are you? No, not trying to be mean, but this, you are. Whoa.
I mean, keep going. I just want to hear what comes out of your mouth at this point.
It's just like, I don't know if it's just the alcohol talking, but like, you look like a dragon and a tabaxi. What? I'm not gonna ask that.
I mean, you can ask it. Go ahead.
What are you?
To be quite honest, I just found out myself not too long ago. I'm what's called an onagaz.
Oh. He does this really drunken bow down to you.
No, I'm not royalty. It's not.
Oh, that just
no,
sounds
it's just,
really
it's like dwarf. Tiefling.
Oh,
onagaz.
okay.
Yeah.
He reaches his hand out. I am human.
You're Brandon, and I shake his hand.
And you are...
Elazal.
Oh, Elazal, nice to see you.
Yeah, I mean...
thank you for coming out to this celebration.
I wish you didn't have to. That's kind of why I came up to you. This is my first. I'm hoping it's my last. I don't want to experience something like this ever again. And I mean, to be fair, and I just kind of point to my shield, my everything that's holy about me, and I'm just like, I wish I could do something for you. I truly, truly wish I could do something for you.
He smiles at you. I wish things could be different too, but this isn't my first rodeo, as they say. The winters here were truly, truly bad. There was many terrible calamities that fell upon us. There was Yeti attacks. There were droughts. The water, everything in the water froze up. No one was able to get water, even though there's so much fucking ice around. And as much as I hate to say it, the sacrifices have really helped out. Made it still livable.
Well, I mean, that's kind of something I wanted to touch on after what I just said. It sounds like you've been through this long enough that you've made your peace if it were to happen to you, and
Yes.
I respect that. I wish I understood all of this better, but I mean, like I said, it's my first time being a part of this, but whatever comes after this, I wish nothing but the best for you in the afterlife. But to be perfectly honest, this whole thing is pretty new to me, in general, the clergy, being a cleric, and so this is, yeah. It was a pleasure to meet you before I couldn't.
Hey, better to live in the moment than to think about the future, right? It's strange. It really is. I'm not much of a holy man. You know, wherever I'm going, my family will be taken care of. That is assured. I have a sizable amount of money now that I'm going to give to them so they can get out of here, better life. But it's just the duty of us Delfolk to fall upon that stake when it comes. Many of my friends have passed, but it's time for me to finally see them. And he like motions at his frostbite bitten face, and I hope I will be better looking in the afterlife.
No, I mean, if that's what you want, I hope that's how it works.
He shakes your hand again. It was a pleasure to meet you, Alice.
I shake his hand and I send just a tiny, tiny jolt of like lightning, not to hurt him, but just to like make him feel alive, you know, like when you accidentally electrocute yourself. If anybody's ever done that.
Yep. Yeah, you send the harmless little shock through his body. He like, you see him like his body kind of like tenses up for a second, then relaxes, and you kind of feel his heartbeat through his hand, shaking it. His heart is definitely pumping. Adrenaline is rushing. He is on a adrenaline high at the moment.
Yeah.
Even though his out extremities aren't really like showing that, but you know that he is alive.
I hand him the rest of my drink. I didn't take too much of it after I got it from the bar, so.
He just fucking drinks.
Yeah.
All right. Good day. Good night. Whatever time it is.
I just nod and walk away.
All right. So Elzel heads around. A couple more people are in front of Ichabod. Ichabod, you eventually get up to the front of this cheer line, and you see Brandon there. He is obviously drunker than a skunk.
Right.
He sees you, he's like, oh, it's a nice hat.
Thanks.
That's a really nice hat.
So Ichabod like stares into his eyes, and this whole time he says this little spiel he's going to give. He's not going to blink. And as Brandon's looking at those black eyes, you know, maybe it's because he's drunk or whatever, but it almost looks like he can see like faint starlight kind of come and go.
Yeah, you see his eyes kind of like, you see like his pupils kind of like dilate and then they grow wide as it kind of like fall into this like somewhat trance-ish kind of thing.
Yeah. So Ichabod kind of leans in because it's loud and he whispers and all that jazz.
Yeah.
He says, so I don't agree at all with the concept of this sacrifice, and I most definitely would not concede anything to Arl, regardless of whatever Icewind Dale feels. But since I personally can't do anything to change your fate and this fate that you have accepted, I will just say this. I want you to, maybe you've already made peace, maybe you haven't, but just know that death is the natural end, and you should not fear it. All souls are equal in the sight of the Dark Lady, so whether you're you or anybody else here, a town speaker, she doesn't care. And that whenever the time comes, I hope that you find wisdom and peace when you enter into the presence of my lady.
Yeah,
He nods.
Yeah, as you're saying that, his eyes are kind of like, if you ever seen like a, I think it's a cuttlefish. thing. It could be a different fish. I could be tripping. But his eyes, he's very much like in those dark pools of like starry light, and you feel his body relax. He lets out this sigh. And he says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you so much." He shakes your hand feverishly.
Shake it and just kind of nod and peel out.
He seems eternally grateful for the interaction. It seems like you may have put his soul at more peace than it was prior. That's really awesome. If you don't have inspiration, I'd say take it. I think you have inspiration. I could be wrong. Yeah. After that in exchange, I believe Gal, you are the next up. You're a couple rows back.
I took him out.
Oh, that's right. We'll do Fiska.
Grabbed him.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me. So Fiska, you eventually make your way up to Brandon, and he sees you, and he's like, "Hello there. How's it going?" "Oh, you're muted again. No." He's like, "Cat got your tongue."
It's connected, reconnected.
Oh no.
Last time.
Back.
Yep.
All right. So as Fiska is like being moved towards the front and ends up in front of Brendan, she is just like, "I didn't realize this line was going anywhere.
Oh.
So thanks for doing one for the team." And then she leaves.
He's like, cheers. He drinks. somebody, as you walk past somebody's like, "What the fuck was that shit?" So yeah, you guys are in the Congo line of cheers and talking. Jayla and Gal are off to the side. What are you two goobers talking about?
Hold on, I just knocked over a bunch of shit.
No.
Oh, the pickles, no.
Not the pickles. Okay.
Not the pickles.
I'm gonna grab Gal, and I'm gonna take him, so I'm just gonna wrap my arm around him, kind of haul him off to an area that doesn't have, like, prying ears.
Perfect. You're off in the little discreet corner of the tavern.
So Gal, you ever mention what tribe you were from?
Oh. What makes you want to talk about that?
What tribe are you from?
I don't.
I might know already, so just go ahead and say it.
I don't really like. If you already know, I don't really like talking about my past.
Why is that?
It's a long story, and like I told you last night, we'll get to it.
Well, we might need to get to it sooner.
Why? I don't see why it's such a big deal, right?
Well, it might involve my wife, so
You're married?
yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations, Mazel Tov.
Well, she's.
Gal was Jewish?
I just hear people say.
Oh,
so.
right.
Anyways.
It's canon now. Too late.
No, she was taken from me.
Oh. What happened to her?
Not sure. Trying to figure that out. She could be dead, but that bearded man said she's alive and very sick. So I'm not sure if the people who originally took her have her, or if they gave her to someone else. And I'm trying to get all tracks eliminated so I can figure out who has her.
Oh. Well.
So
Listen,
who the fuck is your tribe?
I'm assuming she's not a part of my tribe because you already know.
Mm-hmm.
My tribes have bad blood. I'll be honest. But I will say I have not been with my tribe in a while. Stuff that has happened. So first, if they are there, I will help you get her back. Because I'm a little different than most of the people in my tribe. So if she's there, first and foremost, I'll try and help you get her back. I can put my word on that. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to. But I feel like I've been straightforward since the get-go. You know?
You won't tell me where that fucking card is, but
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna know where my cart is. It was in my pelt. I did all the work.
I want your fucking belt.
Why'd you want the cart?
I don't want the cart either. It was just. It doesn't matter.
Anyways. Who's your wife? If you don't mind me asking.
Her name's Lomaya.
Why? This name ring any bells to me?
Well, maybe I should say her full name.
Yeah,
feel
maybe
like that's-
give the full
Maybe.
name.
Yeah,
The
hold
full
on,
name.
hold on. I gotta. Her name is Lomaya Thulavi.
Gal, you don't have to make any kind of associated checks for this information. You know that the Thulavi, that's the rival tribe. You know that the chieftain of this tribe was unable to bear sons, but instead had a beautiful daughter named Lomaya. So you know that name as the heir to the Thulavi tribe as Lomaya. You recognize that. You remember your tribe always talking about and making fun about how the chieftain could never have sons. It was always this running gag. But other than that, like from your time traveling, away from the tribe and all that stuff, you don't recognize anything else specific besides that she was the chieftain's daughter.
Okay. Wait, one more time? I don't think I heard that right.
Lomaya Thulavi.
Oh. The chieftain's daughter.
Yep.
How'd you get in? No, predicament. How? That's. Wow. Oh, okay. Well then. I don't know anything about her. I mean, I've heard about her, obviously, but I don't know her personally. I haven't heard anything recently, so I'm as in the dark as you are with that.
And you
Like I
haven't
said,
had any contact with your tribe?
No, not at all.
And Jayla's gonna look so frustrated, and then she's gonna punch the wall right next to your head, and then she's gonna walk off.
We'll talk later. Hold on.
And she's gonna sit at the bar and drink.
Okay.
I think that went well.
Yeah, for what it was. Yeah, as you guys are doing your whole Congo line and all that, it has grown a little. It has grown a few degrees colder inside of the wet throne. Occasionally, you will see occasional people here or there start yawning. Yes.
Can I go over to Suffolk? Does he still look like grumpy?
Yeah. Looks like he's got blue balls out the ass right now.
I'll get a
good
beer.
place for them.
I'll get a beer for him, and I'll just walk over.
Yeah, for sure. He's just chilling over there by himself, kind of fonzieing against the wall.
Hey, I got you a beer. How are you?
You didn't have to. I didn't expect you to bring a beer after I beat you so viciously.
Well, I mean, it's just bomb wrestling. Are you okay?
Fine. Are you okay?
Yeah,
I didn't hurt you, did I?
Well, I can still feel it in my hand, but I think I'll be okay. You just looked a little grumpy. Is everything all right?
I have a headache.
Insight check.
Okay.
I know he's lying. 11.
You believe him? It sounds like he has a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
it's just long day.
Right, I get it. Are you gonna head to bed soon for the sacrifice?
I'm not that tired. I just have a headache, but I was going to stick around a little longer and drink some more.
Okay.
I offered Brandon if he let me to escort him home.
Oh.
And he agreed, so I figured might as well wait around and see what
Is
happens.
is everything good with Tolga? She
Yeah.
kind of left in a huff.
I think she was just pissed about losing to the guitar.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
She has quite the temper.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, our Jayla over there, she's quite handy with her fingers, so you know.
Oh, so you and Minotaur are together?
No. We're just we're just
So-
like this. We're just like this, you know.
Oh, I mean like cordial. I mean like you are.
Oh, we're friends, yeah.
Is the large Goliath part of that too?
I don't know him.
Oh, I saw him. And he told me that he bought you something.
He's like, I don't know, ever since I've got to town,
It's like a leech.
yeah, really, he's like, he's like, please, my furs.
I mean, even if he's a leech and a little bit of a simpleton, he has strong muscles.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty strong. I'll give him that.
You were pretty strong earlier too. If you ever need more wood, join our garage, I'm sure.
Oh, really? What's that look like?
I mean, it's a lot of hard work, traveling, carrying stuff across the tundra
Oh,
to get you out of the towns for a little bit.
yeah, I'd love to. I mean, hey, I can escort Brandon home if you want to take the night off and go chase after Torgo. Be my first job.
Why would I want to chase after Torgo?
I don't know. If you just want to check on her.
She's fine. I'm sure she can handle herself if she gets into any trouble.
All right.
But
Well,
I don't think I can give that permission away to let you escort Brandon. He asked me. Well, I asked him first. He seemed very, very enthusiastic about it. But I'm sure if you can ask him, that I can get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I might
Ask
do that.
him?
Yeah, I'll go ask him. What about that job? Like, where do I apply?
You can come by in the morning and apply.
Okay. For sure.
He's gonna make an insight check.
I'll-
Are you actually gonna go talk to Brandon? He's gonna make an insight check.
Yeah, I'll go talk to Brandon.
Okay, he rolled like a
Yep.
18.
Persuasion?
Yeah, he rolled an 18. So if you can persuade him or deceive him, you persuade him. Gonna go do
I'm not good at this on this one. 14?
it. Yeah, he believes you.
Sure. Well, take it easy. If you need me, just let me know. I'm right here.
For sure.
Always down to work.
Before you leave, have you seen? Do you know that? He points over to Elza. Do you know that thing?
I mean, I've kind of seen him in a couple towns. He travels quite a bit, so
Okay, I might as well head over and
yeah,
talk to him a little bit. I don't want to be pouting in the corner.
yeah. I mean, everyone talks to him and they catch their eyes and stuff like that.
He
so-
does stand out with a sore thumb.
Yeah, for sure.
All
Well,
right, good.
you have a good night. You have a good night. I'm gonna go talk to Brandon. See you later.
Not fingers.
Yeah, he does not reciprocate the finger guns. He turns around and leaves. You hear him exhale a little bit. As he exhales, you feel the temperature drop a couple more degrees, Florian. But you also feel like as he exhales, it feels like he's like pulling the oxygen from your lungs a little bit. Like it's that
Stop.
cold. It's that cold.
Shit.
I'm not
Takes your
ready
breath
for
away.
that yet.
Take my breath away.
But you head over to Brandon and Gal. Yes, you have your hand raised in the bar.
I
in front
was
of
gonna
everybody.
go back in line after mine and Jayla's come.
For sure, yeah. After Lauren does his conversation, we'll pick it up with you. You're in line. You run up to. Well, you don't run up, or you come up to Brandon. Brandon's like, "Whoa, Piss drinker. Yeah.
Hey, Brandon!
How's it going?
And I go for a hug.
Oh my God.
I'm
Cody,
not gonna squeeze you.
You didn't even mean to squeeze, but you squeeze so hard. Your muscles are so
Are you okay?
pitsy. I'm fine. You just. No, you should probably piss. I'll be honest with you.
You wanna know a little secret real quick?
Yes.
I wasn't really pissing.
What?
I didn't drink piss. Don't
Oh.
tell.
So you just
Anyway.
you let me win?
I was gonna give my money to you either way.
Well, it's not
Might as
about
well give
money.
you
It's
more
about.
honor.
It's about. You see, he's about to get frustrated, and then you say honor. He's like, thanks. That was very respectable of you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Speaking of, I don't know if you remember, I feel like I gave your kid a pelt one time.
Did you?
I think so.
You talking about little cornflake junior?
Yeah, cornflake.
Yeah.
I mean, at first he was trying to steal it, which I get, but like, I don't really care. A pelt's a pelt.
No, I hope. What now? Now that I think about it, he did have a very furry blanket after a couple days,
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. Oh, listen, he's a good kid. I'm sure he'll do great things.
He's a
in
good
life.
kid.
Hey, maybe if they stay here in Eastham, maybe you can check in on him for me a couple times.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, I don't know what you're doing after the whole shindig. Can I personally come and give you some more pelts for your family? Because I know it's so cool.
Yeah, you could probably swing by whenever you
Can I
have
just
the
walk
chance.
you home?
No, I actually already gave that honor to Mr. Suffolk over there. He asked earlier. He asked earlier. He gave me a big deposit of money a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. It was like 6, 5, 7 hours ago.
It's times are irrelevant right now. You're having a blast, okay?
Well, I think it would be not fair to him. I mean, we should at least tell him.
No, totally. Yeah, of course.
I'll go ask him and see what he says.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, Brandon begins to walk away. Oh, what are you gonna do?
I was gonna say I could even walk with him if it comes to it, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, sure. You can walk with him as he's going over. As Brandon and Gal begin to walk.
Not like that. I mean, like with Sefik if he takes him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, Brandon begins to walk over in your direction, Lauren, and as you're coming through, you see Brandon, and Brandon's kind of approaching you naturally.
What's going on?
I'm about to just ask Sefik something.
What are you asking him?
The big piss drinker over there wants to walk me home.
Oh, okay. That's solved? Sure. Well, good luck.
Thanks, man. Alright, bye.
I'll,
He's like slumping over. He's like staggering over there.
I'd kind of like to see if I could track where Torgo went.
Okay. You're gonna head outside.
Yeah.
For sure. You go outside.
If
Brandon,
Gal has it handled, you know.
Yeah, Brandon walks over to Sefik, and it looks like they're talking. No one can really hear what they're saying. You go outside to look for Torgo. Go ahead and make or look to see where she went. Go ahead and make an investigation check to try to see if you can separate dwarf tracks amongst these other footprints.
Could I
You
smell
can
the
try to
track?
smell. You can try to smell her. Yes. Smelly dog.
$14.
With the 14, it's a good roll, but it's so remember these streets are cobbled, so even I'm not sure if smelling. You try, but there's just such an intermingling of smells. There's the smell of just sweat, grime, alcohol. It's just so overwhelming. It's hard to single out a single scent. You feel as if you wanted to find that particular scent that it would have been earlier whenever she first left, but the scent now has kind of blown away. Together with the rest.
Are the elves still outside? Like the
Acolytes?
Yeah.
Yeah, make a perception check. I got here sniffing. You're like sniffing, and you like look around.
18.
You see that there is a. You see that there is about 30 or 40 feet away from you. There is a single acolyte. She's standing still, and she has like her arms folded across her chest. She's staring at the wet trout. And you see that her eyes are kind of sparkling a little bit, or like glowing a little blue.
I'll just go walk up next to her.
She doesn't recognize or say anything to you as you approach. She just continues doing what she was doing.
What's up? What are you doing?
What's happening?
It's kind of cold out here, right? So you gonna go? We can go inside. There's drinks inside.
Call her your homie.
I don't drink with common folk, and I don't.
I thought we
care
were
to drink-
homies.
I don't care to drink fucking piss water.
No, we could get something good.
I don't know you.
Well, it's just a festival, right?
I am concentrating. Please leave me alone.
What are you concentrating on?
I'm just
I got you.
concentrating on my focus, on my duties.
What
I'm just
are
trying
those?
to exist. Please leave.
What are your duties?
To concentrate on the wet trout.
What? Why?
Because I was told to.
Is there anything? Is there like a purpose to that?
To heal the sick.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
To heal this, I like it.
Oh God. 11.
Let me look up an acolyte stat real quick. Not the fucking TV show. Let's see here. So, you don't believe she's telling you the truth. She's not here to heal the sick. She seems to be lying.
Oh, that's cool.
It
And
is
then-
quite cool.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna step a couple feet like to the right and then like behind and just kind of like sit down.
She fucking dogs.
Wow, that's wow.
You see-
Jacob, you get
see-
inspiration.
Yeah.
You see she does some sort of hand gesture.
What is it?
It's not that. I had to.
I was like, oh, that makes sense.
She does some sort of.
so good.
She does some sort of hand gesture, and you see like this this kind of like this force field, like this rippling effect, like cascade down her body. It looks like she just cast a spell on something.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Are you going to sit here all night and bug me?
It's like a 3-year-old.
Well, but just don't, I mean, if you're not gonna come inside, right? We can just like hang out.
I do
and
not
ball.
want to participate, nor do I want to hang out with you. Why would I want to hang out with you? You are nobody. You are not anything of interest to me. I don't really like.
Okay,
talking
well, you
to
don't-
Please leave me alone. I ask kindly. Please leave
Okay.
me alone.
Well, I'm gonna scoot 5 more feet away, and then I'm gonna stay there.
Further away from me.
I
Please
can sit right here.
go back inside and enjoy your drinking.
I'm done drinking for the night. I pre-gamed
You-
already.
You seem quite wasted. You should probably go over there and
No.
piss in a corner or something.
No, I'm not. Sefik said I could be out here.
Suffolk said so.
Why the fuck would I care what Suffolk said?
I don't know. Why would you care what Sefik said?
Okay. She does another hand gesture. And you see, as she does this other hand gesture, you see, or to the corner of your eye, you see another acolyte kind of like step from the shadows.
Ooh.
Oh,
She
hey!
does the same hand gesture, and you see like this rippling thing cascade down her body. And then as you wave over her, another acolyte kind of steps out of the shadows again.
Oh, it's a little party.
I think you should leave.
Well, why? Is that what's going on?
Because you'll miss the festivities inside.
I already was there. I said my goodbyes to Brandon and stuff.
We cut back to the interior of the tavern. Back inside the interior of the cavern. You guys have all said your cheers and all that, and the festivities are still kind of, you know, they are lazy. Like people are like half-hearted in it now. They're kind of like tired. They're like half-hearted doing it. But there are a couple of patrons inside this establishment that have fallen asleep at their tables. Whether it be from just pure drinking, the pure sheer amount of fun they had, or because it's gotten quite cold inside this establishment. People tend to sleep when it gets colder. And you've all have noticed this cold kind of lingering over the interior of this building. It's probably dropped maybe 15, 16 degrees inside. It's quite noticeable. Yes.
Have I noticed?
Your nipples are hard, yeah, you've noticed.
Oh, I'm resistant.
I know, but that's why the only reason you notice is because you almost poked somebody's eye out as you're walking.
Oh, sorry.
But as the temperature, you've all kind of noticed this. Gal is walking over to Suffolk with Brandon. Still, that's still happening. You guys are walking to get. Well, actually, no, Brandon was going over there by himself, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon's talking to Suffolk. What are you guys doing? You guys have.
I was just gonna ask: has there been any communication with the group about the cold breath that came out of Suffolk's mouth?
I don't think Lorraine's revealed that information. You guys are taking.
That's very unfortunate because that would be very valuable information.
I would.
Outside.
I would say that the stuff that Fiska found out, both with like the coldness of his skin and talking with Scython, she would have said to whoever was at the table when she came back, which I believe would have just been Ichabod and Elazal, but they would know.
Oh. So, like, once we start seeing people falling asleep and, like, actually, would Elazal, like, really feel the temperature dropping?
Physical wise, not really, but narrative wise, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Like
even
you
if you're,
feel it when you're breathing. Like you still.
like, even if you're resistant to something,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can tell.
You still feel
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like you don't feel anything.
You're just numb to the world.
You're just neutral
Oh.
to everything. Yeah.
I was about to turn to Gowl, but Gowl seems to have disappeared.
He closes his eyes.
So Fiska, what you're saying is we got to make a move before they leave in the morning.
Yes.
This is our chance.
Yes. I think we should try and find a way to get him alone and finish it.
Yeah, I mean, just very under my breath with all these people falling asleep. I think this is something they do town to town.
I guess the question is, do we want to try and do it before whatever this is finishes, or do we want to wait?
I mean, we could try to subtly get the people out of here who have fallen asleep. I mean, Gowl has a sled. We could just say, hey, Gowl, how about you take them home? And then they're just kind of like away from the scene type of thing. I don't know. It's...
I suppose we could see how everybody reacts when we start bringing people outside.
Yeah, I mean, Gowl's kind of like a known figure in the town, though, right? So, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's a
jolly.
local dude.
He's all like, yeah, I'd do this. This is something I would normally do, right? He's like an Uber for the inebriated.
In the rideshare program.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I do agree. We have to figure out a way to take this and not be here with it. Was it communicated at this point in the conversation that Sefik was transporting Brandon elsewhere?
I would say Gal knew that, and I think he would have found you if his Wi-Fi didn't drop out. Oh, there he is. walking over to you guys.
I also feel like Sefik appears like he's a pretty astute fellow, so if we tries anything too, like, obviously sneaky, he's gonna pick up on it.
That's why I figure it makes sense for Gowl to do it, because Sefik isn't familiar with Gowl's presence in this town, right? Maybe Gowl normally does this because he has a sled. He's a good dude. You know, he's big. He can carry people.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to at least get the inebriated, the unconscious, out of the establishment.
Yeah.
Whether or not we need to do that, I don't know. Fuck. Where is Sefik at this point?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Where's my big dice? Oh. Woo. 23.
I want to say the joke so bad.
No! I did not need a 25 or a 26.
You glance around the interior. You don't see Suffolk. You don't see Brandon.
Huh. Wait.
Shayla's gonna come up to the table and be like, "Sup, guys?" She is very much intoxicated.
Yeah.
We need to go outside and find these guys.
Under my breath, I just say, Sefik and Brandon are gone.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Off to find them, and she starts walking out the door.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Captain Icewind leading the charge.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Okay. As that's developing in the interior of the establishment, we go back to Lorian as he acts like a pestering child. Lorian, you're still out there. There are 3 acolytes. You've seen that main one you're talking to, and the other 2 that have popped up.
I'm gonna prepare I'm going to be prepared to react if they jump me.
They're literally giving you an out. You're not gonna take it?
Hey, this is what I'm doing, me.
Okay. All right.
That's what his character would do.
Yep.
So, as you are out there, the main acolyte that was out there is saying, I really think you should go back inside.
What?
I wouldn't want you to miss the festivities.
Oh, they're over.
It clearly is not over. You see the fucking party that's going on inside.
Come on, that's like the after party. Well, be real with me.
Do you want to go somewhere?
Like where?
Her eyes glow a little bit. To the Grove.
The Grove?
I just got words from High Priestess Towing that she has words for you.
Oh, really?
I literally
Okay.
just heard it right here.
Okay, hang on. I gotta go to, I have some friends who are, drunk, so I gotta go, talk to them, and then I'll be back. Well, I'll bring them with me.
It's best you don't come back.
What happens if I come back?
Who knows?
I might be back. See you.
Okay, you walk away
I'm
from...
gonna go collect my friends.
Yeah, as you walk into the acolytes, you hear these... Or you walk into the acolytes. As you walk back into the wet trout, you hear these, you hear 3 distinct sounds. You glance back around and there's just a cloud of snow falling down on the ground. In each spot that the acolytes were at.
Oh, they're gone. See, I annoyed them enough, they're gone now.
I mean, that's one way to say it.
Way
and
to
then
find a positive.
I will, I'll go inside.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure at this point I'm probably coming out.
Yeah, I think at this point
coming out.
I think you guys do run into each other. I think that is the appropriate.
No, Jayla, I just talked to some acolytes. They wanted me to go to the temple with Toin.
No.
No?
Why are you alone? You can't be left alone.
What do you mean?
Alright, we have to go find... Oh. And she'll get real quiet. We have to go find Sefik. And... I forgot the other one.
Brandon?
Maybe.
Yes, Brandon.
Okay, yeah, so...
I
Also,
remember.
they got really annoyed that I was, hanging out here with them. I think they were threatening me. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real with you. I think they were threatening me.
What'd you do?
I was really annoying.
Well, I guess it makes sense.
I made them. They're gone now, though. What do you mean that makes sense?
We gotta go.
Wait, what do you mean? Let's
I'll
explore
just
that for a
pat him
minute.
I'll just pat him on the shoulder. All right.
Okay, let's go find
Where's the other one?
Right, yeah.
I'll go, you-
I assume we're right behind you, right? Coming out the door?
yeah.
Oh, there you are.
So,
Let's go this
Suffolk
way.
counter time.
Is Gal with us right now?
Am I with them?
I thought Gal was going to talk to Suffolk and had Brandon with him. No.
No, he let Brandon go off by himself.
But before I disconnected because my internet's terrible. What I have noticed when he left.
Yes,
'Cause
I would say
I
for the
was
sake of
keeping
this,
an
you were
eye on
still
him.
you were still watching, so I will say you did see Elvis leave the building.
Am I okay to follow Elvis leaving the building?
Yeah, we'll say you are yes, unannounced from the party. You kind of blindly holy crap, I can't speak. You follow Brandon and Suffolk out of the interior. I cannot speak. You follow them out of the fucking tavern, right?
Wait, so we wouldn't have been watching them talking and seen this?
Were y'all actively watching them earlier, or were y'all talking?
It depends on where they were. I mean,
They were off in a corner, like outside of the public cheer line bullshit handshake thing that was happening.
I guess it depends on what door they went out. Like, if it was a back door, if they
They didn't
literally...
go out the front door. They didn't go out the front
They didn't... Okay, so then it's, less likely we'd have seen
Lorian
that.
would have saw them come out if they went to the front.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
You saw,
it all depends on if we actually saw Gowl go up and talk to them to begin with.
we initially went to talk to him earlier by himself, and then
Okay.
well, actually, yeah, you just talked to Brandon. Actually, you didn't actually go talk to Suffolk.
I didn't go talk to Suffolk.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You just talked
he
to
said he
Brandon.
was going to, and so I was just keeping an eye, and then they left.
Yeah, I will say you do, since you did say that earlier. You did see where they went out. They went out a little side window.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
now this is
because
what you saw.
my confusion this whole time was, like, we just went from, like, Galwa was talking to them to them, they were gone.
Well, he was-
and
he
for
was
some reason, I
talking to-
missed something in between there.
Yeah, he was just talking to Brandon, and Brandon went over and talked to Suffolk by himself away from the.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
misunderstood
Gal,
that. Gotcha.
Gals, here's what you saw. You saw Suffolk and Brandon talk, and they got to a window in the back portion of the cavern. And this happens in an instant. It's so fast. It's really hard to make out over the people that are still actively drinking. But here's what happens. You see Suffolk put a hand on Brandon's shoulder. You see them turn into a cloud of snow
Mm.
and disappear from sight. Now you can make an Arcana check for me if you want.
Sure.
I don't know if you would ever. It's going to be high because I don't think you personally would know what the fuck's
Nope.
going on.
I don't know what's happening. It's a straight roll too. 7.
They just turned into fucking snowflakes, and you don't know if they're dead or alive. You just saw them as the snow kind of like
Help me.
falls down to the floor beneath floorboard.
So the rest of us are out front deciding to go do this search, right? Is that what's the timeline on that?
It depends on what Gal would have done. Gal, if you saw that, what would you have done? This one floats a little bit of the timeline.
I would first look out the window.
Okay, you look out the window and you see a set of tracks about 40 feet away from the window that just appear out of nowhere. Like the tracks themselves, they don't start by the window, but they start further away from the window, and the tracks are headed off.
Would have followed the tracks.
Okay, you're just busting out the window.
Well, I open the window and then try
Okay.
and crawl through it. A big man crawling through a window.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
just like
it's kind of obvious.
so you go to open it and you realize it's not one of those ones that slide open. It's ones that just like pushes open. So you like
Oh,
push it open with your fingers and climb out of it. Yeah, you head off. In about I'll say maybe. Let me roll. About a minute goes by, and this is then after a minute of you guys not really knowing what happened just then you guys come into the scene where y'all just realize that Sefik and Brandon aren't there. So there's been an active minute that has gone.
Okay.
So you guys, so we're gonna stay with Gal just a little longer. You are a minute ahead of them. You see these tracks in the snow. You don't let anyone in the tavern know, but you see these tracks in the snow. What are you doing? What'd you say? No, you're good. I think you just were quiet. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm gonna follow the tracks.
Okay. So the tracks, they head off about 50 feet from the window, from where they started. So it's about 100 feet from the tavern. And they go down a alleyway. They go down an alleyway.
Okay. But,
You keep going?
I'm
You're
gonna
peeking
peek
around?
my head in the alleyway.
Okay, go ahead and make a... As you peek around the corner, you don't really see anything. The footprints are still in the snow, but you don't see anything in the alleyway. The alleyway itself is empty. Make a perception check.
That is 18.
Yeah, you hear the slurred speech of a drunken man, maybe 70 feet down the alleyway.
Okay.
It sounds like Brandon's speech, but it's very like, oh, great party, man. It was so fun. Should totally do
hear
that
any
again.
other voices?
Yeah, you hear Sefik's voice amongst the pitch, and you hear him say, I don't really think that we should prolong this anymore. I think you've had a great night. I think you'll have an even better afterlife.
As I hear that, I'll be like, Brandon, you out here?
Oh, who's that? So you make your presence known. You make your presence known when you say that. We're gonna go back to the group. You guys are outside the front of this tavern. Now there is a minute of time difference going on between these two events. You guys come out of the tavern. What are y'all doing after y'all like, oh shit, Sefik and Brendan are gone?
I'm trying to navigate where they are.
Well, I mean,
I
the
was
first question is where did we last see anybody, like either of them? Where did
you
we?
would have saw them. You would have saw. It's tough to say honestly because not all of you were actively looking for him.
Yeah.
You were also watching. I mean, y'all were also in the cheer line as well. So I think realistically, the only one that would have noticed where he was at the time of the whole shit that was going on inside would be Lorian when he spotted Torga and Sefik over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, Gal saw Brandon walk over there and fizzle out. So I think the rest of you don't really know, but Ichabod.
Let's say, would there be any smoke trail left from
Yeah.
his intense?
Yes, Ichabod, you look, while you were still in the tavern, you look over and you see that the smoke itself and that aura of just intensity is gone. It's as if a dangerous predator just vanished from sight. You see the smoke trail faintly, but the wind kind of obscures it slightly to where it's hard for you to nail down exactly what's happening, but you see the smoke coming from the tavern, from where you're facing, from a northeastern direction, so off to your right, go forward a little bit to the right a little bit. You see the smoke very faintly kind of being blown around and mismatched, like filtered throughout the air, but the scent or the trail itself is in that direction. So you have a headway. So you see that.
Yeah, and he would say to the group, it's like, this way.
They look
And he would
turned
just-
around
and he would just
from the
take
other
off.
direction.
I would fly up
She was going.
also,
Okay.
so get some aerial view.
So Fiska flies up. Ichabod, holy shit, I just threw my pin. Ichabod takes off running. Jaylee, you said you turn around and run the other way? Is that what I heard?
No.
Okay.
I said I was going this way, and then he's like, "No, it's this way."
Okay.
No, she turns around and goes that way.
So you ain't that drunk.
No.
Yeah, you follow in tow. Lorian.
Yeah.
We don't know why Ichabod knows that, right? He's just okay. So I would just quickly say, "Are you sure?"
It's a scarf.
Yes. I've got a sense
I'm-
about these things.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I'm not even gonna insight
And
check
I'm not
him.
gonna. I'm not gonna have a conversation about why I know this. Let's go.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't even bother. And I would do my feline agility to get a head start.
Perfect.
I'd go that direction, but I'd also be using my nose since I talked to Brandon. I have a scent up in my sniffer.
Okay. I don't like the way that was phrased, but okay.
Yeah.
So, narratively, this is what's happening. Okay. So we'll rewind a little bit. Gal, when you leapt out the window, your
Can't hear you.
can't hear me.
Can't hear who?
Oh, now we can.
I could hear you.
Yeah, I heard him fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I heard him too.
And then I heard Scooby Doo.
Okay, no, that happens to me sometimes too. He just
I think
goes
you
out for a second.
I think you disconnected for a second, Star, because you heard your Scooby Doo laugh.
Oh, that's
that was
yours, the
yours.
Scooby Doo thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, when she connects.
Yeah.
it to the
Okay.
Scooby-Doo noise.
Then yes, you were not here for a second.
Okay. So here's what happened. So rewind just slightly. You guys, we're gonna go back in the timeline a little bit. So, Gal, you left that window, and before you started headed down this way, your boar and your panther follow in suit. They have followed loyally with you. It's surprising no one really mentioned a fucking panther and a fat big ass boar inside of the tavern. But I don't think people nobody gave two shits about this. They were celebrating. They were drinking. So those two are with you in tow. They are following you, your faithful leader. So all of you, we go back up forward. All of you are beginning to head that way. Elizel just fucking flash step burst and just feline agilities his way through the fucking snow. Fiska, you fly up into the air. How far up in the air are you flying?
Above the
Full speed?
buildings.
Okay,
Yeah.
you get above the building tops, and you just as you crest over like the tops of them, you can't really see too much information down below you yet, just because you just came over the top of them. So you're still like flapping, trying to get a little bit better aerial view. Elizel's in front of the party. Lorian is sniffing his sniffer. You guys are starting to run, and you guys, as you are running, you come across a set of tracks that match Gal's.
Okay.
So, we go to Gal. Gal, we are a little bit ahead of the party by a minute or so. You make your presence known to Brandon and Seth. What'd you say again?
Said, Brandon, did you leave without me?
Oh. Brandon's like, I would not.
Brandon?
You hear just guttural, like gasping and like you've heard the noise before when you've killed someone. It's blood curdling in someone's throat. Just that's what you hear. What do you do when this happens?
As I hear that, I just know something's happened. And I run toward the south.
Okay. So visually, the alleyway goes about 70 feet straight down, and then how much movement do you have in the turn? It's 30 feet, right?
30, yeah.
Yeah. So you make it about 60 feet down the alleyway as soon as this happens. For the sake of this, I would like you to roll initiative, just to determine the order of. Okay. What'd you get?
A 15.
Okay. So, you run down this alleyway. You make it 60 feet. You hear this just guttural, and you see a spray of blood that's kind of like flies across the area outside of the chamber, and then you hear another sound of what sounds like maybe two more like sharp shanks. And you hear the sound of a body just collapse to the ground.
Um,
And then you hear some movement. As the body falls to the ground, you hear someone shuffle on the other side of the noise. Like there's someone around the corner waiting.
okay. I would send, because I know I'm not fast enough, I would send the panther ahead of me.
Okay. So when it comes to these animals that are summoned, I believe you can do it at the end of your turn. Let me make sure. I might be thinking of that wrong. So you can use a bonus action on your turn to command the creature to move and what action it should take on its turn. So give it a general order. So give it a general. What are you sending up first, and what's the general order for it?
I'm gonna look at the panther and I'm gonna like, get him, go. 'Cause I could tell something's happening.
Okay, so that's your bonus action. It charges around the corner. You don't know what it sees. You can't really see visibly yet because you haven't came around the corner yet. Go ahead and make the panther's attacks against the creature.
What the stats for the panther? I think it's gonna use pounce.
Okay. What does that do?
So if it's 20 feet straight toward a creature, and it hits it with a claw attack, on the same turn, target must make a DC 12 strength save throw, or be knocked prone.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a attack.
That's 10.
On the roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you hear your panther lift off the ground and like jumps in and scratches out, but you hear the sound of what sounds like claws against like ice.
Okay.
But as far as any other sounds, that's all you hear. You just hear the quick like exchange of like it sounds like two swords just like scraping against each other for a briefest of seconds.
Okay. And then
So that was the Panthers. You have the boar can go still. You still have your action and your movement, but you can't really command the boar till next turn because it takes a bonus action to command a creature. So the boar is kind of just chilling next to you, just like it's like pumping you up a little bit. It's like doing a little dance.
Yeah. I'm gonna just run down the alleyway and hold my action.
Yeah. So you get 10 feet further. You open up to the alleyway, and you see what looks like. This is exactly what it looks like. You see Brandon bleeding out on the ground with 3 daggers of ice just sticking out from his throat. The daggers themselves are on the bottom of his throat, and it looks like he fell down on top of the dagger, so they kind of push further into his neck. And there's just blood just freezing the daggers themselves. And you see Sefik with a sword made just completely out of ice. It's just frost radiating with ice. As he is like caught the panther's claws on the ice itself, and he's like holding the panther there with a sword. That's what you see when you come around the corner.
I guess with my action, I would swing at Seth.
Okay, yeah, you have enough movement to make it up to Sefik.
Okay. So I would grab my great axe and swing at Seth.
Perfect, go for it.
What was that last? So this one. It's an 18 hit.
18 does hit. Yes, it does.
Alright.
Give me 1 second. I gotta put our initiatives into this fucking track, right? So you rolled a 15 earlier. Sorry, interrupt the flow.
Okay.
Alright.
And then
So an 18 does hit.
For damage, be 13.
Give me 1 quick second.
Good.
I am sure I'm so sorry. I think this is not like this. You did how much damage to him?
13.
13 points of damage. So as you go to bring your great axe down across his body to like cut him at his neck right here, The damage goes through completely. As you swing down, it's like you're met with resistance, and it sounds like ice just chipping away as you bring it across his neck. As you bring this axe down, the damage that you deal, 13 points of damage, it goes through, but it's met with that resistance, and that resistance, your weapon feels a shiver of cold that just travels down it, and you take 10 points of cold damage as you bring your axe across.
Crap.
Is that
his
half?
body.
Shit.
Oh, you have
Because I am
resistance, so it is
resistant to
half.
cold.
Oh,
You're
because
resistant
you're
to cold.
yeah.
But you
So
take
that's
originally it's 10,
5?
but you take 5 as it comes across.
Yikes.
And he looks at you and he says, "You really are a stupid fool, aren't you?"
Killed Brandon!
Is that the end of your turn?
That's all I can do.
Alright, he's gonna use legendary action. He is going to see the two of you, the three of you technically, because the boar. Where did the boar go? Where did the boar move whenever you?
The boar would be right, like, kind
Right
of
up in
between
your,
us.
right up in between. Okay, he's going to look at you as he has his two hands on his blade, and you bring your great axe across. He's gonna reach his hands out, and you see just this cone of cold just spray from out of his fingertips as he casts
Oh Lord.
Frost Fingers, which is a version of something fun. So you are gonna take some damage. This is his legendary action. I have to fucking look the spell up because I'm a goober.
You're a goofy goober, yeah.
I'm a goofy little goober.
This guy's...
We're coming, gal. We're coming.
I need you
I've
to
got
make,
this!
I need you to make a Constitution save. I need the boar to make a Constitution save, and I need the panther to make a Constitution
Oh,
save.
lovely. Okay.
So he just aims all of his fingers out at you, and then just this pure sheet of ice just flies out of it.
The list. Do that one for the panther. So Constitution. That's an 8 for the panther.
Okay.
Just again. Or that's 6 for the boar.
Okay.
And then for me, I just keep rolling my dice out from where I can reach. I guess I grab a new one. Ooh. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, so who was the dirty 20 for? What was the initial the rolls for?
Me.
Was it the boar, panther, and you got a dirty 20?
So it goes panther, boar, me.
Panther, boar, you. Okay,
Yes.
so you're only gonna take half damage from this. So he extends his fingers, and this you're gonna take half damage from since you saved, and then half damage from the
Okay.
damage you take, because it's
Sweet.
a quarter damage technically. If you want to do
Yeah.
like that. But as he extends his hand, and the sheet of ice just like flies out from it, your boar and your panther would take 9 points of cold damage,
9.
and then you take 2 points of cold damage.
Yeah, you do.
That was his legendary action. He's gonna use. It's gonna be his turn now.
Okay.
He is going to see the panther, see you, see the pig, and he's going to look at you in your eyes. I really don't like killing pets, but I've never been a cat person. And he's going to take his sword off of the the panther's still gripping the sword. He was holding it with one hand, his hand extended. He's gonna re-grip his sword, and he's just going to push up to try to clip the claws, like the talons, off the panther, and then bring it down and swipe across its neck. He's gonna make 2 attacks against the panther.
I call PETA.
The bread maker off the Hunger Games?
No.
Sarah-
One
Somebody
E,
get
not
ahold of
2
Sarah
E's.
McLachlan.
In the
Okay.
arms of the
So good news.
angel.
They both missed. He tried his hardest to do it, but he wasn't expecting more than a single person to come from the voice. He's going to. He's going to do that and miss, and then you see him say, I guess I can't really do everything alone. And he's going to, his eyes just flash with his intensity, and you see that from his eyes, these two like icy beams just fly up into the air, and then 15 feet from him on like triangle from you, so you're in the middle of these two creatures just formed out of ice themselves, and these wings just flat next to you as these little demonic looking beings. These are ice methods.
Come on,
He uses
man.
bonus action to summon them.
Mephit? MEPHIT?
Mephit. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
He's going to. They go on after he summons them. They go on the same count. After his turn, they go right below him. So here's what's going to happen. Both of these methods are going to let out this frosty, just cloud of air, just to engulf you three in this just cloud from each side. So I need all of you. I need you and your boar and your animals. I need you to make dexterity saving throws. So this is the first. Do the first three and then second three, and then we will work it out. So you're gonna make
Dexterity saves?
Yep.
For all?
Yes. It's gonna be. You're gonna do it twice, but we're gonna go through one round for one method.
So, 4. Got a 9.
Yep.
Panther got 13.
Okay.
And I got 16.
Okay. So you and the panther that got higher than you and the panther saved, so you're only gonna take half damage, of course. And of course, with your resistance, you're gonna take half of that damage. So,
Okay.
so the boar takes 5 points of cold damage.
Boar's dead.
The board fades out of existence. You're gonna take 1 point of damage, and the panther's gonna take 2 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Now the boar's dead. I need you and the panther to make another row of dexterity saving throws to account for the second method that breathed on you. Breathed on you.
That would be 10.
For you or the
For
panther?
the panther.
Okay.
I rolled. Oh wow! I rolled 2
Oh,
first turns this time.
God. That was a nat.
17.
That was a nat 20 on the Panther.
So you both save. So you
Oh.
take half damage. You take. This is the damage halved already. You both take 4 cold damage, but with your extra resistance, you take 2 cold damage.
Okay. And then the panther poofs out of thin air too.
He does that, and he says, "I really like to fight alone. It's just too much paperwork, Jordan. You don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. You're like, what the fuck is he talking about?
It's paperwork. It's just a fight.
But nonetheless, that is his turn. It's your turn. We're gonna cut back over to the other group. You guys are,
Hoofing it.
you guys are hoofing it. You are.
Literally.
So as you're flapping up, Fisker, you're flapping up. You hear what sounds like fight. Now, granted, for the sake of the players that aren't there yet, there are still 2 more rounds of fighting that have to happen before you show up. So you are hearing probably the 3rd round of fighting. Fisker is what you're hearing, like the one that's not the next turn, but the turn after that. You are hearing that. You guys are booking it though. So you're cascading up and you're flying kind of towards the noise, Fiska. The rest of you are just booking it as well. Is there anything else you want to try to do during this turn as you guys are just hoofing it as fast as you can?
And no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I just want to let you know, in case you didn't know, how feline agility worked.
I know how it works.
Okay,
You-
but what
you
I
have to- you
but
have to
what I,
not move for,
yeah,
for like
what
this.
what I would have done was use that plus my dash, so it would have been 90 the first turn, then 60 from then on.
Sure.
I would not have stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, you are booking it, but still for the sake of
Yeah.
the fight that's happening, you won't arrive till the 3rd.
Okay. Just want to let you know.
Because you guys
Yep.
are so far behind.
Yep.
I will say it will get right down. It's going to give you advantage on your initiative roll because you will be the first one to arrive.
Okay.
I think that's kind of a bonus perk for what you just described.
Awesome.
Is anyone around?
No.
What, like, other than our group, or like around you specifically?
Other than our group.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like I said, everyone that was attending the drinking was there. Presumably, some of them are more asleep than others. You feel that they're all occupied with whatever the fuck's going on. But the rest of the residents within town, especially the houses that are near, around the houses that are near, the tavern. It seems that all the windows have been frosted and covered shut with ice.
Oh, nice.
Lorian,
Then,
do it.
yeah. Oh, huggies. I'm gonna transform.
Yeah, you. Yeah, describe to me what that sounds like. What's it looking like?
Well, my muscles would swell, my bones would break, my teeth would push in like daggers, and my mouth would kind of unhinge, like seams come undone, and the blood would kind of just flow down my face.
That's awesome.
Did any of us see it? I would be far ahead, so I wouldn't have, but...
I think those of you, I think Ichabod, Fiska, I think you're a little preoccupied up in the air. I think Jalen and Ichabod would be the ones to see it. I don't know if
Did we
Jalen's
see-
drunk enough or not to notice it.
Did
or
we see
what.
it the first time, or did we just see the aftermath after he'd already transformed?
I didn't see
I
it.
thought,
No, you
I-
saw it in the cave. Ichabod. You saw him transform in the cave.
Okay.
But
I'm
Jalen
like-
had actually
Shot
seen
him.
it before.
Or I
I'm
tried
like,
to shoot him.
oh
Yeah, you did.
fuck.
Yep. Yeah, it's very grotesque, but Lorian went Super Saiyan, I guess.
So
When
Cooler
she
Lorian.
says that too,
Cooler
it's more of
Lorian.
like wow and then like
Yeah.
impressed. She's
Oh,
like,
fuck.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
So while we're running, would it be possible for Ichabod to like produce his little dried spider and eat it and go ahead and have spider
Yeah.
climb?
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. You
Nice.
go ahead and mark the spell off if you have
Yeah.
to. Yeah, but you can narratively, for narrative's sake, are you gonna start like scaling the buildings to get the higher?
No,
upper-
I'm gonna
No, you just want to
have
have it on hand.
Just have it ready to go.
For sure, yeah. Just mark it down. Fiska, I explained that you were going higher, but I would say you already 20 feet above the houses, and you went an additional like 20 more feet, so you're about 40 feet up in the air, and you're flying over. You still can't really see anything. Is there anything else you want to try to do to like get there quicker or anything?
Get there quicker.
Or anything that you want to do as you're like moving there, because you're still, you're not on the scene of the whatever's happening just yet. But is there anything you want to like do preemptively?
I think I'd just be scoping out the town. Like, what do the buildings look like?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So
what-
all of the buildings when you're up here, actually make a perception check just to kind of get a little bit more finer detail. As you're looking.
15.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. So here's what you see when you're up there. So atop of some of the buildings, the ones that are, and you notice that some of these buildings are frosted shut. Like the windows are it's just like a sheet of ice obscuring them or anything. You see that they look like there are numerous glowing snowflake runes on the rooftops of some of these buildings. That's weird. I mean, you've seen weird shit in Icewind Dale, but you don't know what the correlation with these runes are. You probably put two and two together. Maybe it's what's keeping these buildings kind of like frosted shut in a sense. But it seems that there have been some preparations that have been made by some people or some group to ensure the secrecy of the night.
Interesting.
Yep.
Can I try and claw out one of the runes?
Yeah, you want to like kind of just fly down really quick and go for
Yeah,
it.
the
Go
closest
ahead.
one.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead and
Use a talent.
yeah, go ahead and just use a talent. Just like make a strike against it with your fingers.
19.
That will definitely hit the rune on the ground. You. So with your unarmed strike, how much damage does that do? I think it's like your strength modifier plus or one
Yeah,
plus
it's
your
not a
strength
lot.
modifier.
5.
Oh, that's pretty good. So you
rolled-
swipe out with your talons.
Yeah.
So you swipe at this, and as you swipe at it, you pass through like this rune. As you like claw it, you like pass through, and you definitely hit it. But as you pass through it, you feel as if no damage actually happened to it.
Yeah. Okay.
It seems as if you went through it, and it's just like still persistently there. It doesn't seem like it's broken anything or nothing's happened to the integrity of it.
Some magic.
Yep.
Like fly away.
I love that. That's funny. Okay, so we go. I guess I should hear from Jalen and Elza. Elza, I think, did you tell me what you were doing already or no? I don't want to skip anyone.
I mean, no. I said I was just hauling
That's right.
ass.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Jalen, what are you doing? You drunk person.
They trip.
His horns out. Let's go.
Yeah,
breaks the
really-
horns off.
I'm just running. I can't really do anything cool.
Jayla's
You
like,
break your horns off
yeah.
and start climbing the buildings with your
Jayla's
horns.
like, I got daggers and pythons.
That's funny.
I'll take out my scimitars and I'm ready.
Mm.
Just running.
Cool.
Anime
All right.
run.
So,
No.
I love it.
Run.
all right, Gal, we're gonna have 2 rounds to go. Me and you.
God damn.
Mano
Don't
y mano.
die.
This is your
Mono
turn.
y
It's your.
mono.
Sephic has ended his turn. It's your turn now.
Yay. That's
You
always
no
fun.
longer have a boar or panther. You
Mhm.
have a little two winged creatures to either side of you, kind of like encircling you. 2 creatures, just made of pure ice, and they're just flapping their wings. They have this little shit like cackling. And it's just like flying there. It's really fucking weird.
Fuck.
And then you see Sephic's over there, and he's like running his hand across the blade of his weapon.
Did I notice if I actually hit Sephic or not?
You hit him, but it seems there was some sort of armor on his body.
Okay.
I'll just let you know it was you hit armor of Agathis at 2nd level on him. And so basically when you hit through him, you did damage to yourself. And actually, as you did damage to him, when he went to attack your panther before he summoned those 2 creatures, you notice that where you did cut him, it looks like it ice filled the gap, and then his skin just reformed over it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lovely. Does that mean I'm not going to be able to hit this guy? Well then. Guess it's time to stall. And on that note, I look him dead in the eyes and I said, "You pissed me off, man, and I'm not having it," and so I rage.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. And it seems Gal has just gotten a little taller. Just
He's 8 feet now.
Hell
yeah, he's 8 feet.
yeah.
He grew
It's
a
canon.
quarter of an inch.
It's canon.
He's already
You on your-
7'11" and 3/4.
You're on your tiptoes.
Yeah. Nobody notices. Anyways, I'm just gonna try and stall as best as I can, so I will attack him again, I guess,
Oh yeah, go for it.
with my great axe. But before I do, I will. Can I? Okay. Oh, I already made bonus action. All right. Anyway, I can't yet. I am just gonna swing at him.
Go for it, dude.
Does 17 hit?
Definitely hits.
Okay. Hopefully this does something. Come on. He takes 10 more damage.
Okay. Nice.
Doesn't
Yeah,
get
you-
deflected.
You make contact, and you don't feel that pain that sunk into you earlier. You feel as if this one, there wasn't anything that protected him in this attack.
I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes and just say, "I'm your opposite. Good luck, bud." Because I resist cold.
Is that what you want to say? to him?
Anyways, yeah.
Okay. You say that, and he's like, "Yeah. If you were my equal, I'd be a lot fucking dumber." He's gonna take a legendary action, and he's gonna just use his sword, and he's gonna bring it across your chest with both of his hands.
Nuh-uh.
No, I said no.
Okay. It's a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna take
30.
it's a D10 actually. I'm gonna skip out on my dice roll for you. So you take 4 slashing damage as he brings it across your chest, and then as he
Okay.
cuts through you, there's this lingering like effect on the tip of his sword that like ice just shoots into your cut, and you
Okay.
take an additional 5 cold damage, reduced to 2.
Okay, and then
So you took 6 total damage, and then your slashing damage was reduced to 2 as well, so you took 4 damage.
4 damage.
It's 4 damage.
That was made for this, guys. He's
I was
That was
made
his-
for it. That's why I said I was his opposite.
That was his legendary action. Now he's going to use his turn, and he's going
Come
to,
on.
as he brings the sword across you, he's going to cut down at your legs and then cut back up to your neck. So,
Okay.
first attack, 23.
Keep missing. Oh, that is.
Second attack, 22.
That definitely doesn't miss. I could hold out. Maybe
Can't hold
one
my
more
dice.
round.
Feeling bad. Okay, so his first attack does. Okay, so total, you take. Sorry, I'm doing the math.
Yeah, okay.
You take, with everything halved and resisted, you take 6 points of damage. That's a
Okay.
combination of slashing and cold damage. That's his first attack.
Okay.
The second attack, you take.
That was his first. Oh god.
It's not that bad. You only take 3 points of damage total, slashing and cold after it's been reduced. So you take 3 points.
Okay.
He's staying there with you. He's locked in. He's cutting you. And as he's doing that, he sees you still standing. He's like, looks over to the ice method and says, and he whispers something in some weird language you don't know, and they start flying in on you, and they're both gonna claw at you with their hands.
Fuck.
But first, they're gonna see
Okay.
if
Okay.
All right. So here comes these ice methods. Okay. So the first one reaches out and hits a 19 to hit.
Raggy.
Okay.
The second one's an 8, so the 8 misses, pretty sure.
8 misses. Yeah.
So this one comes at you with its claws, and it does.
He's fine.
Dragon. So you take after everything's reduced, you take 3 more points of damage,
Okay.
slashing and cold. That's those creatures' turns.
Okay.
So we go back to your turn.
Uh-huh.
So it's your turn. You guys are exactly what happened last time. You guys are making your way, and at the end of this round, you guys will arrive to the scene.
I'd like to use my crimson right,
Go for it. Fuck yeah.
and I would take my claws and I just drag them across my chest, and they'd light up in flames.
Wouldn't Elazel get there before us?
He's gonna have advantage on his initiative. So the way this is breaking down is the guy was a minute ahead of you, so you guys relate to the party regardless. Realistically, if we did 6-second rounds and all of that, you guys would probably not arrive.
Y'all would be dead.
Y'all would be long dead. This is me giving you that extra, narrative bump to say you're getting there quicker, because you guys do have the clues to get there quicker. But Elazel's just gonna have an advantage on his initiative.
I only had 30 feet extra. Because
Yeah.
unless I stop, I'm not explaining this to you, Jacob, everybody else.
Yeah.
Unless I stop, it's basically the same as everybody else. So, just an extra 30 feet. So that makes sense. What's up, Star?
Huh?
What's your face doing?
Wait,
I'm just watching our HP.
I forgot something. I'ma ask.
All right, I'm back. Let's get the show.
Hey, Jacob.
Yes.
Raggy.
So I know it's a little late.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Am I able to possibly use my stone endurance?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Reaction
Why not?
wise?
I'll do
Yeah.
that, because you would have done that. You're a Goliath. You would have done that.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll it, and then we can. Because it adds. Well.
It reduces damage.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why
it
I'm like.
reduces.
I don't remember the exact damage.
It,
But,
it does a D.
Well, you'll just add the health back. Yeah, you'll just add the health back.
Okay. Just making sure.
Does it completely block out the damage, or does it just give you resistance so you can cap?
It blocks it.
Reduces
Yeah.
damage.
So we'll just
though.
add your health back to what you want.
Yeah.
All right. We're good. I can last a round. Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because even at the start, like before he did his all like attacks on you, you saw some of his wounds start to close up a little bit as well, and so you're like
Okay.
thinking that process, oh shit, I can do that too, innocent like for this narrative
It's
reason.
like, oh,
Like,
I
oh
can do
shit,
that.
yeah. So that's fine, that's perfect. So it's your turn.
Oh. All
Are
right.
you- Are you like yelling while you're fighting? Can
I
we like
am
hear
yapping now.
you in the
Yeah.
distance?
Yeah, this
You just-
this is the top of the third. You guys arrive basically next round, basically. So y'all hear sounds. Y'all are hearing sounds the closer you get. There is something going on. There's something going on.
Me?
Yeah, it's on you. You're in the spotlight.
I'm gonna look at him and just go, "You can't fight me one-on-one, you wuss!" And I just swing at him more.
Okay, go for it.
23 to to hit.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I was figuring. It's 15 damage.
Nice, dude. Good job.
Max die roll. All right, and then with that, I'll use my bonus action to frenzy.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah, dude.
That means
sure you mark it
I'll
down.
swing again.
Does that happen next turn or this turn?
That happens this turn.
This turn? Alright, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it's as a bonus action. It allows you for each one of your turns to make another simple.
Oh yeah. Cool, go for it, go for it.
So, that's gonna be. That's 16 hit.
Yes, 16 does hit.
I'm just narrowing it down. Holy moly.
Raggy.
7 more damage.
7 more damage. Nice, dude. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
That is all I can do.
He's gonna use a legendary action. He's gonna use yeah. He's gonna use legendary action. So here's what's gonna happen. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. That is a 23.
Yeah, you will only take half damage from this.
Okay.
And you do not suffocate. He's going to,
Suffocate?
as you say that, he sucks the breath out of your lungs, and you just feel as if like you've been, all the oxygen in your lungs just got instantly frozen at one point, and you just run out of breath. But your muscles flex and you resolve, and he attempted to do the frost maiden's kiss on you. You still take damage, but it's just halved, and then halved again because you're a barbarian.
Yes.
So that's not a lot, thankfully. So you only take 2 damage because you have resistance to cold and resistance.
Okay.
Well, actually, because you saved 2. So you only take 2 damage, 2 cold damage. That was his legendary action. He sees that fails, and he's like, fine. He is going to do another multi-attack. This time he's going to, with his 2 hands, he's going to bring it across your, he's going to swing across your chest, and he's going to let go of the blade. And then as he swings back this way, he reforms in his hands, and he cuts back across.
Legendary actions suck when it's a 1v1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even a 1v1.
I'm holding my ground.
Wait, what
right
is it?
now. It's all good.
Is there
It's a
still
bit-
methods there?
3v1.
Yep.
Oh, did he kill it?
3v1.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there are.
Yeah,
He
the methods.
didn't-
So only one of those attacks hits you. It was a 30-20.
Okay. I like the halving of the halving, you know?
Yeah, it's
always
nice. It's nice.
Yeah, this fight's made for you, honestly.
fun.
Yeah,
Like
you-
I said, I'm his opposite. I'm ready.
Um, okay, so with everything halved, you take 7 points of damage. He sees you still alive, still breathing, barely hanging on, I assume. And he looks at the ice methods. The methods, you see that there is some sort of understanding going on, some sort of communication that you're just not a part of. You see one of them like breathes in and lets out another cloud of that air towards you, while the other one kind of just swipes at you with a single
Okay.
attack. So we'll do the claw attack first.
You're good.
It misses. It swings and you like kind of duck down. It swipes right over your head. And then the other one, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, as it tells us.
I have advantage on those.
Sure do.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you're only gonna take half damage, and then you're gonna take half of that, so a quarter. So
Come on.
you take 2 points of damage. After everything's reduced, half and half. 2 points of damage.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
I've got a
God.
dream, and it's working.
No.
I have to look something up real quick.
God.
I have to look something up
Guys.
just real quick.
Oh my gosh.
How are you still alive?
Go. Go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ugh.
You're like scraping by.
As a
Bonus
bonus
Barely.
action.
quarter damage from everything.
As a bonus
Yeah.
Quarter
action.
damage.
Nope.
As a bonus
No.
action. He sees you still standing with this resolve of a champion. You know, he looks at you and he says, "Huh, I hate Goliaths. I've always hated Goliaths."
Wow.
He's going to
Miss.
you see he, huh?
Miss.
How far are we away at this point?
We're gonna
You
show up
guys-
right after
You guys
this.
show up at the end of this.
Yeah.
He's going to see you, see your health. He doesn't see your health. That's me. seeing your health.
He sees how
He
injured
He
you
sees
are.
your health.
Shit, look at you.
Wait a minute. Fuck you.
He hears the approaching footsteps fast. As a bonus action,
Drop the hammer, Santa.
Do it.
he's going to extend his hand out to the one of the methods that's on you, the one that missed the claw, and he says, "Fucking useless." And he's gonna send this arcane bolt to it, and it just explodes into shrapnel shards.
Oh.
So he
Load
killed
roll,
one of the
load roll.
methods. He killed one of the methods.
Uh-huh.
I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
There's a chance you
30,
survive
20
this.
again.
You say, so you take half and then half. What the fuck?
B1! B1!
So this does a d8 of damage. This explosion.
Come on. Come on.
So
If
you
it's
need,
if he rolls a 4, he needs a 4 or lower.
yes,
Come on. Come on.
this is the die.
Come on.
Okay. So
Fuck.
you do in fact take 2 points of damage after all of the resistance.
He's sleepy.
Oh.
You're not dead.
You have passed out. He explodes this method. So one of the methods is just fucking just gone, just bursting into a ball of ice. It's gone. It's gone, right? He sees this and hears the commotion happening. And he hears you guys approaching, and he, you guys all, for narrative sakes, come into the scene as Gal falls to his knees into the ground, face first, just bleeding, bloody. And he looks up at all of you and he says, "Never make it easy anymore. There's always more flies to the shit." And that's where we're gonna end the session as you guys all kind of approach into the scene.
I
I
figured.
want all of you to roll initiatives though, so we can have that ready to go for the next
Oh, dear.
soiree into Icewind Dale.
I got a 16.
17.
Hold on, fucker. Let me get.
No, 17. Write them all down now. 17, 16.
12.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
27. I'm back up.
19.
Nice full out.
Jayla got a 19. What'd you think about? What'd you get?
19.
Nice. Who has the higher?
I have +5.
Yeah. It's Jayla.
It'll be Jayla. So I'll put Jayla just for sake of this, because it's not a smart enough tracker. I'll
Plus
put you-
5.
She's digging
I
it.
put
Wait.
all my points into my dexterity.
Wait, you and I are the same. How are you a +5 and I'm a +4?
I put in when we leveled up. I got the option to add something. To
What's
my
your dex right now? 20?
20.
Oh. I need to know those things for my graphic.
Sorry.
That was not communicated to me. No, you're
Well,
fine.
now it has been.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm just
Lauren,
kidding.
what'd you get on your initiative roll?
He's sleeping. He's tired.
Tyler,
Grossed out.
what'd you get on your initiative roll? That bad, huh?
Can you
I think
not
he
hear?
said 16.
Did you say 16? Tyler?
Tyler, what's going on? What are you
is
doing?
happening here?
Tyler.
What is- Oh, he was
Yeah,
deafened.
muted.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, he was definitely.
But
We're
did you get on
all
your initiative roll?
talking to you, and that was
16.
really weirdly intense.
I got a 16.
That like uncomfortably intense. We were talking to you.
I got a 16.
Okay, you looked very angry. We were like, Tyler,
No,
what is
no,
your
I-
initiative? And you're like,
That was terrifying.
I was trying.
Associated.
Yeah, I was trying to write down something.
oh,
So,
wait, notes? You're taking notes?
I want to remember that I've transformed and have my Crimson Rite already.
That's fair.
okay, here's what's happening. So, I will just tell you the initiative order right now, so we can have it all written down.
Oh, I got advantage, right?
You did have advantage.
Yeah.
I gave you
Sorry,
advantage.
I forgot about that.
Flashed it.
Let's try again. Nope. Let's go with the first one. 17.
All right. All right. Here's the initiative order for the next session's fight. Ooh, what a doozy. Okay. So Jayla's at the top of the initiative order with 20. Well, she rolled 19, but she has a +5, and D&D Beyond's tracker's kind of really goofy. So Jayla, Ichabod, Sefik, the ice methods that's still alive, Elizel, Lorian, Yao, and then last but not least, the resident bird lady, Fisker herself.
Just enjoying this guy too much.
So Fissa goes after the unconscious one.
Apparently.
Yep, that's how it worked. It worked
Yeah,
out.
I don't know what I'm doing up there.
Passed out, but still.
So, through that whole, I'll just describe the scene as you come across. You come into this scene of just bloodshed everywhere. You don't know what really transpired. You see Brandon is on the ground with 3 of these ice daggers that are kind of pierced entirely through his throat, sticking out the back of his neck. It's like he was stabbed and then he fell down on them, and gravity just pushed him through all the way. He's dead. There's been enough time to trespass, or past that he has died. So, in the state he's in. You see Gal not far from him, laying face down on the ground, just blood spread everywhere. Shards of just ice just crystallize onto the cuts. Not dead, knocked unconscious as well. You guys don't know what happened, but you can make a pretty good guess. You don't know the extent of how long Gal actually stayed up or what he went through. But nonetheless, if it was anyone but Gal, would have been dead long before.
Wouldn't
You're muted. Don't
Elizel
worry.
have seen?
Who's muted?
Elizel have seen me drop to my knees?
Yeah, for narrative's sake, he would have got there first, and he would have saw you basically hit the ground and fall over. So Elza, you do see the last, what you didn't see the method blow up, but you saw Gal fall down.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for sticking around all night. I want to say thank you to all these incredible players, and a big thank you. I think I already said thank you to y'all, but thanks for joining. I look forward to seeing everybody
At
Next
some
week?
point?
We
week,
playing next
maybe?
week?
I want to do the fight, but I have to work next week, so I don't really.
Wait, Friday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Can you play
I
Sunday?
so much-
Can we all play
guess.
Sunday?
I guess we can play Sunday. Just to
Oh, what?
Maybe I might be able to. I'll have to.
Okay.
What do you have going on?
Here, hold on. Let's finish it and we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll figure out what the fuck's going on. But thanks for joining us, and have a wonderful work week. It's been a pleasure having y'all here, and good night.
Good night.
Like,
You know.